Oh shit, I'm about to.
It doesn't.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep. What's up,
Okay.
Axis? How you doing?
Oh, just entertaining myself a bit. I'm in the process of writing a new song, and I'm taking some clips and samples from some of my opposition and some interesting comments that um, have been spoken, and I thought it would be a humorous thing to put it all into a song with these clips and just kind of release it as a spoof, even towards my. It's more a spoof towards me. So I just kind of having fun with it. These last few days, we've taken a very serious approach to things, and um, I managed to put myself in a state of melancholy, receptive peacefulness. And I figure, what better state than this to deal with opposition or indifference? What do you think?
Put me full screen. I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. How do I do that, Cage? Do I just push on your icon or
Solo.
solo? Okay. Do I?
Solo
What do I
layout.
do? Go. Okay. Do I go into guest to
You
do
tap
that?
the avatar. You tap the picture and you put solo layout.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Cage. Cool. It's all you.
All right. I'm gonna say it very carefully and properly. Okay. You ready to hear it?
I'm gonna mute up and
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Let's listen carefully. Let's hear it right now. All right. Ready?
floor is yours, brother.
Hey, you don't hear it? Hold on. Let me try it again. Hold on. Yeah, that was it. Hopefully you caught it. Yeah. What are you up to today, Axis?
We didn't hear a thing. I got
That's
confirmation
perfect.
from the.
That's the point, right?
Okay, I remember that. Because we were expecting some type of frequency or energy or vibration. I mean, that really throws you off when there's the absence of that, and you have to feel your own frequency, energy, and vibration. Isn't silence beautiful?
You can take me off the solo now if you want.
Actually, Cage, I would like to hear.
Well, you want to see me? You
Uh,
want to hear me? You want me to impose something onto you? That's what you're gonna
no,
see
no,
right
no.
now. Look, it has the green in the background and everything.
hmm I just would like to give you a chance to voice your core concept of your philosophy, what it is to be Cage, and what Cage's core objective is. Just for the record, and
All right,
you know you.
for the record, listen very carefully. I'll tell you right now, okay? Listen very carefully.
Okay, Cage, not quite what we expected. We would like to have had a little frequency and vibration behind that. Maybe something that we could
I'm
interpret.
I'm here to put a smile on your face.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's always a good state of mind. Good place to be. Definitely a good place to be. So, here, let me put this back. Um, I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. Ah, you taught me a new trick. I'm excited. So, how are things
It's
with
not
Cage?
it's not a trick. There's no trick.
Well, okay. You showed me a new discovery that I wasn't aware of. That was right there in front of me and very convenient. I don't endeavor too far into StreamYard. I don't play with the buttons and fidget, and as long as I can get my music across and interface with my panelists and my chat, that's pretty much all I need to utilize. Um, I try and keep the effects and various other things for my music videos.
Yeah. People always talk. Say, oh, Access is this and that and bad and evil. Satan, no, it's an ominous, right? And
hmm
it's an omnist or whatever. Omnist or whatever. Oh, Axis is all evil. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, there's something I know, just like you told me yesterday, right? There's something in my heart for Cage. Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I don't portray myself as being indoctrinated by evil only. You know, being an omnist, I recognize all religions, philosophies, beliefs, faiths, esoterics, and I take the best parts of it and utilize it for myself. And if I have to use it for defense, it leaves me an unlimited resource to use for defense. And if I have to use it to be offensive, I have unlimited resources to it to be in a state of offensiveness. I'm not going to
Why do you
limit
think people
myself.
have hate? Why do you think people hate or have others hate in their heart? I think they probably hate the mirror, right? They look in the mirror and they hate themselves or something. Is that what it is? So
I think
now they're running around saying they hate people. Ooh, okay.
I think hate stems from disappointment where people have an expectation of something or someone, and that something or someone does not live up to their expectation, which causes them to
So,
be agitated
so
emotionally.
they hate the fact they can't control somebody. Is that okay?
A situation, maybe a person. I think that's the core of it. Now, I wouldn't say control. I would say more or less they become emotionally agitated because they're not getting from a situation or a person what they're expecting or what they want. So it's like a child in a store goes to the toy aisle and the mother says, no toys. And she takes the kid away from the toy aisle, which immediately he starts to pucker up and cry. And by the time you get into the car, he's probably throwing a fit just because he did
It's
not
like a
like
little
the
child.
response.
It's like so it's little children having a temper tantrum when they can't get what they want. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, um, that's just the nature of most general humans. They are not fully in control of their
I'm gonna go
faculties
back to the old
emotionally.
cage. I'm going back to the old cage. You know that's me right there in the picture, right? Apparently.
I just accept you as Cage, man. Old Cage, new Cage, Cage in the future, um, transcendental Cage, transdimensional Cage. To me, you're just Cage,
I'll show up,
and I appreciate a lot
and
of what you have to offer.
I have so much patience. You don't fucking believe it. Like I'm telling you, it's like I and they try wearing you down. They try wearing you down. It's slow play, slow play. Ugh. It's like fucking. It's like water, right? Eventually, the water will erode the fucking any surface. Ooh, now we got fucking goddamn sea glass and shit. God damn it.
So what I'm kind of picking up, Cage, is you're a little overwhelmed with environmental and social
It's not.
circumstances.
No, it's not overwhelmed. I'm just like I'm not gonna just sit here and allow it to happen anymore. Okay, I'm done with that. And that doesn't mean I'm like overwhelmed or I'm gonna like let it affect me or da 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 da. But I'm gonna take care of business. Okay, simple.
Yeah, well, Cage,
No,
you
because people
know,
they try affecting people just like you, just like your fucking family, just like everything. They go and try fucking with that. They fuck with everybody for what?
well, I
And they
will
think
tell
they can
you,
get
and
away with it. And they think I'm just
I,
twiddling my thumbs over here. No, I'll appear, and it's gonna happen.
I will give you an observation, Cage. I have a particular person in my family that whether the situation regards them or is partly removed from them, implicitly applies themselves to nose into it.
You don't know what I go through or what I do. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I swear if you did, which you probably do, it's a fucking sick joke to everybody. But if you did, you'd be like, "Oh, how the fuck is this guy even doing this? He's over here fucking trying to help me." That's fine.
Um, Cage, I've been through some shit with you, and what my aspect I take with you personally is that you're a seeker. You're also um, you have an abundance of knowledge. You have knowledge that you wish to express and share. You're a gardener of such, and you obviously have dealings that are very private and personal to you. And in the course of that, you find yourself using social media as kind of a replacement for someone physically standing there with you. This is
I'm
kind of
standing there right
your.
now with everybody, literally, physically. I'm just here, and I'm here just to fucking, like, trust me, they're hearing it.
Okay, if you're here
And
physically,
no, I'm here beyond physically.
if you're here physically with me,
Also physically too, though.
well, you just said
No, we have that. I'm
okay.
literally,
Well,
I'm
if
not
you're
just here. I'm at my mom's house right now
okay,
because I
okay,
take care of my family
I'm
no matter
trying.
what. Hmm.
I'm trying to address a statement you made. You said you're here physically. Are you talking? You're with me physically?
Hmm. Could be if you want.
No, you kind of said you were, and I'm curious about this and the form and function behind it. Because personally, I can't see you, and I'm going to hold something up, and if you're physically here, or even a conscious observer of my physical presence, what am I holding up?
Well, you're holding up a number.
No, I was holding up a skull lighter.
Yeah, well, it's in your hand, right? What I mean by that, it's in your digits, it's in your hand. You're holding something up through the hand.
So I am reassured that you are not a conscious observer of my physical existence or my room or house at this moment, and that you are not physically here.
I respect people's privacy. Why would I do that to you?
Well, I don't know. You were the one that said
I
it.
could do it. I'm not trying to bet. I can make you write a number down right now.
Well,
And
parlor
you
tricks
write it
are
down, and
great.
then it's not a parlor trick.
Gage, do you remember the Halloween show we done with Ian where we were playing with the dice and I allowed you to use me as a conduit?
Yeah, worse, right?
It's it's minuscule.
That's
That is
low
such.
level, but I'm saying we could bring it into physicality, though. Like, what do you want to knock on the door? Like, what do you want? You know?
That's what the cult of Axis was all about, Cage. I've been there. We done that. I'm
I
beyond
know.
that.
We influence the field. What the fuck?
Yeah,
What are you talking about? We don't
yeah,
just influence it. We create the field. We're in the field. We're
yeah.
a gardener. I'm planting seeds everywhere. Fucking making grass and all that, mowing it, taking care of it. That's it.
And back whenever I was trying to make people aware of this, they weren't catching me. And it took them almost a year and a half because now it is a topic of discussion. So there are other things that I had spoke of in the past, and no one seemed to catch it. But at this
The
point in
witches made me
time,
do it. The witches made me do it. So more to be. These
you
fucking
should
people,
leave
man.
my.
I swear to God.
You, I
Yeah,
hope
should
you
be your
aren't
son.
referring to my son. I really hope you aren't referring to my son.
You're telling me I should beat him? Your son? No. Why? Because we make sure. I told you, even if it's not physical, I can't. I shouldn't even talk about it. But I told you. Look, now there's no evidence. Disappeared. No evidence. He's fine. Okay.
They just
I
deemed
guarantee
him.
it.
They just deemed him. Um, they
What
just
did I
deemed
say?
him.
He's gonna have to
On
fucking take it
hold on,
seriously and
Cage.
change. Okay. Okay.
Cage.
Sorry.
They just deemed him incompetent to stand trial. He's going to have to go
Exactly. The
to.
only it's not on him. He didn't do anything. It's not his fucking fault. And he
But
never
he
did
still has.
shit. That's all allegedly. And there's no evidence. There's nothing. He never even did anything. It's these fucking people that think there's witchcraft do I fucking play in? I
He
have
has to
no
go to a
witchcraft.
cage.
Okay.
He has to go to a state facility until they deem him competent to stand trial.
But there's no evidence.
It doesn't
There's
matter.
nothing
They
there.
declared him incompetent to stand trial, so he has to go to a state facility until they determine, after pharmaceuticals and psychotropics are introduced, that he
Oh,
is
so
capable of
now
standing
they're gonna
trial.
feed him fucking. They're gonna feed him mind altering pills and shit. Fuck with his chemistry, brain chemistry, and all that. Yeah,
Yes,
same thing over and over again. These
yeah,
fucking bastards. Okay.
yeah,
Well, it's not
I
gonna have any
agree.
effect. It's not gonna have an effect on him.
I hope not.
No, he's coming back. He's
Mm-hmm.
family, and
Yes.
there's no evidence, and he's gonna be released. Not released. No, there's nothing to be released from. I'm not releasing. I have to pay every month. It'll magically disappear. Okay.
I
We'll see. I'm telling you because I
yeah.
told you I'm gonna work. I'm gonna deal with it. You came to me. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? Sit over, tittle my dog. I'm sorry about that. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? And I do something about
Well,
it. Why do you think they have no evidence?
I've been teaching my son mentalism and various aspects of Hindu philosophy, and he is receptive to it, and he's utilizing it, and we are focusing together
Do you think you
into.
influenced him? You think you put him in that position in a way? You know, maybe
No, I just
unknowingly. You
made
don't know,
him.
or okay.
No, I sent him the autobiography of a yogi. I text him and instruct him, and I sent him Richard Bach's Illusions, and now he knows how to
Has he learned how to
project.
stop shutting up? Like, has he learned how to shut up and
Yes,
stop fucking texting shit? Okay, good.
yes, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And
Thank
I
you.
want to make it,
Fuck.
yes,
Thank you.
and I want to make it abundantly clear, anyone in the chat or that's watching is more than welcome to click the link, um, come up and join us, and
But
this
Axis,
is
what did
kind
I
of,
tell you? What did I tell you though? You know, you're talking to me about this, and I said I'm gonna work in the background every day, no matter what. I'm gonna continue to do it for the rest of eternity, and make sure.
but,
Now all of a sudden they have no evidence. I tried to
and
fucking hook you up with.
Cage, I'm grateful. I am grateful, very much so. The fact that you endeavored into
Thank
this
yourself.
and kept.
Thank yourself. Don't worry about fucking me.
Well, I'm going to give credit where credit's due, Cage. That's just the reality of the situation. You stuck
But it
beside
happens every
me
time. I've done it
and my
myself.
son.
I've done it myself. Evidence. There's no evidence ever because you never did nothing wrong. It's these fucking assholes. These fucking whatever it is. Like fucking putting people into this shit. It's not has nothing to do with him. The onus is not on him. There's no evidence.
Right?
And
There
that's
is
it. And
none.
if you want to tell me there is, I'll fucking go and I'll take the job. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it broad daylight and fucking, film it and send it to everybody you know. If you want to fucking say there's evidence.
There isn't. There isn't any forensic evidence. There
Well,
isn't
I'm
any
just saying,
DNA evidence.
if they want to say there's evidence, I'll do it broad daylight. I'll cut your fucking face off, wear it for fun, and then send it to everybody you know. Like they can't fucking face it. What are you talking about? It's like what? He didn't do that. And he's trying to say fucking, oh, the witches fucking made me do it. Fuck off. Why? Because there's bad people and they go and fuck with people. They
Believe me,
love it. It's like
Cage.
it's a game or a joke to them until I show up, and then what?
Look, if you understand anything about a little bit of detective work, then you understand a survivor's list off an obituary. We had an altercation with the victim's family in the courtroom. I immediately went to the survivor's list of the obituary and by name got the
Your
information that I
name's not on
needed.
there. There's no access in that.
No, the victims' families' names and information from the obituary survivors list because they were threatening our lives in the courtroom.
See, they fucked up.
Damn right.
Fucking dumbass motherfuckers. Obviously, it has nothing to do with your son. Your son's fine. Okay? He has to learn his fucking lesson. Obviously, no one's perfect. The man's going a little bit crazy. But he never really broke the law, the real law. Okay?
No,
Not their fucking shit.
no. I think that's why they're trying to delay the process by putting him in a state mental facility.
When we're talking about that, so it's a mixture of it, right? So that's actually is going exactly as planned. Even the people you call him a fucking nigger or something, the person I put on there trying to help you, he's not even black. He's fucking Indian, but
Yeah.
it's
I'm
fine.
hoping
Either
that
way, we don't take offense. We're still gonna fucking deal with it. It's fine.
right. And I hope in the end of this, it turns out to be beneficial for his growth, his understanding, and his approach to life. And I do text him
It will
every
be.
day.
It will be, but he can't. I don't know. But when he gets out, and we made this shit happen, you have to make it very clear he's not gonna get another chance. So he can't be moving all fucking.
No, no, he's not going to be able to after this. Um, this is kind of the either ship up or shape out according to the state.
Oh, at that point, he's just gonna get disappeared. Okay, now you're gonna be crying at the funeral. If if he wants to not change and then continue with his fucking whatever that is. So
Um,
you better make it clear. I'm telling you.
I
I'm
have
telling
made
you,
it
man.
abundantly.
Yeah.
I have taken all the precautions as a parent, a guardian, a friend, and a source of information.
You're doing your
And that's
best,
the
man. I
best
wish
I can do.
like I wish you were my fan. Oh, you're family, but I'd be very blessed and lucky to have someone like Axis as a family member. You know? So
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And Cage, I would love to call you brother, man. I would honor that very much so.
we are a family, man. Like I'm always here for you. I'm always here for
And
everybody, including myself. Yeah.
you have been there for me, and that's a given and a proven. You've been there for me in an incredible way, and sometimes I was cutting close to the
I'm
edge,
sorry for
and
getting worked up about it. Like it works me up a little bit, but not really. I'm putting in the work. And what do you mean worked up? So I put in the work, and I I'm gonna do the best I can to help everybody around me, including myself. No matter who I talk to, I don't care what their intentions are, what their thoughts are. It doesn't matter.
I've noticed that, Cage. I know you're a selfless person when it comes to other people, and I know that you try to extend every courtesy of your wisdom or your energy with as many as you can. That hasn't gone unnoticed. And it's very much appreciated by me.
So give me something. So it's about action, right? So yeah, it's not going unnoticed. So it's not about me, but yeah, what is Cage getting out of it? Answer the question.
Well,
What is Cage getting out of it?
hopefully, a very good karmatic return.
Oh, that'll happen, right? It's just patience. I just gotta be patient, right?
I
Plant some
think the
really good
universe.
seeds or something. Yeah.
I think the universe would be very unjust if you weren't rewarded with some type of positive karma return.
But I don't want a reward though. Like I don't want it. Maybe that's why I'm not getting it because I'm not out here doing it for a reward. I don't want nothing back. I don't want any of that.
Well, it's kind of the law of the universe, isn't it, Cage? I mean, if you do something selfless and beneficial, generally the universe rewards you. Whether you want it or not, it's just
I've
kind
been
of the
doing it
way
my
things,
entire life.
natural law.
I've been doing it the entire time. Most of
Because
the
from
time,
where I,
it's not reciprocated. So,
from my perspective, Cage, you're not homeless. You have a good social environment or multimedia presence. Um, you obviously are able to sustain yourself. You're eating, and you also have a equitable hobby that seems to suffice for your whatever needs you need met. Most people don't have, or well, I'm not going to say most. But there's a lot of people that don't have what you have, Cage, or what I have.
why?
We would. A lot of it has to do with the system of government that we're under. Some of it has to do with personal motivation or lack of personal motivation. Some of it is social engineering, and some of it is just downright orneriness.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that access? It's like you know what they do? It doesn't work. It
Hold
doesn't
on,
work. So they,
I'm losing power on this. I'm going to have to.
you're fine. It's just an
Hold
attempt.
on.
I don't know if you're trying to talk, but you're saying you're using power. I can't hear you. I still see your avatar there, but you're unmuted apparently. There you go. You'll be back in a minute.
Okay, can you hear me, Cage?
Yep.
Okay, my phone, my primary phone went dead,
Yeah, you're good. You're fine now.
so I'm on a different device and it is
Welcome
charged.
back.
Thank you for your patience.
What you see the jacket I'm wearing in that picture I'm showing you? It's a real jacket. My uncle gave it to me. And what happened was one time I was visiting my mother, in like my place where I make sure everyone's taken care of. And there was some fucking guy over there loitering around my vehicle, my car. And he was like looking at it, fucking around it and all that. And I, just trying to be like, I guess I was paranoid or something. So like, I came up to him like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you around my car? The fuck?" And he's like, "Oh, duh, 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 duh." I couldn't even hear a shit. But then, like, I thought it was like, "Oh, this guy must be against me," but it was the complete opposite. So I felt bad after because I went back and he's sitting in the bus stop right there. He's like, "Oh, I have no place to live. I'm homeless," and it was cold. It was like winter, right? So
Right.
I'm like, "What?" So I'm like, "Okay." So you're around my car. That's why, like, I was about to deal with this person. But, I'm like paranoid. Like, I don't want to fucking get anyone like hit in the crossfire. So it's, so it's like, "Oh, it's cold, and you're sitting here." And I felt bad for him. He's telling me a story. I'm like, all right. I took the fucking jacket off my back and gave it to him.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, hopefully things will work out. And here's the jacket, the one I'm wearing right there. And the man was like all grateful and try to hug me and shit. I'm like, don't get close. I had a knife ready to fucking poke him. I'm like, you don't fucking hug me and get that close to me. I'm like, all right, calm down, man. I'm like, should I even have empathy like that? Like, help people like that? What, I'm gonna take my fucking jacket off and give it to you now? No one's ever gonna buy
Well,
me a jacket. It's fine.
I'll I'll give you an insight of something that I done once. Not only have I given jackets away, but my best friend died in a car wreck, and at his funeral, he always admired my jacket, and I realized that I did not give it to him while he was alive, so I took it off, put a cigarette and a lighter in the pocket, and laid it on his casket. And it was damn cold outside, but
Mhm.
it taught me a lesson, a very valuable lesson. I would to do it again.
So you're
Give
not just
him
making that up. You're being for real.
yes. Scott Love was his name. He was leaving a hotel with his girlfriend, and when he was coming out of the hotel drive, um, he was hit. The girl survived. He did not, and there was
Well,
a
it's his own fault. He,
disruption.
he was driving the car, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was
That's like the
winter.
best case scenario then. Like you say, he's the one he has to make your bed, he gotta lay in it, and at least the other person wasn't hurt, you know, or
No,
survived or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
she survived. She survived. It traumatized her, but she survived. And but the moral is I learned a valuable lesson from that. I really miss Scott.
Well, maybe
His
maybe that's why I brought it up with the jacket. Maybe he's right here talking to you.
well, his birthday was 420, and he was an avid connoisseur of the herbal type. And occasionally, when I'm thinking about him, I will catch either my phone saying 420 or something will,
He's sending you
you know,
messages.
yes, yes,
You know what he said?
absolutely.
Thank you for the lighter and the jacket.
Yeah, I think it's more profound than just that because we were very close. But
It
when that,
is. But I'm just saying, thank you for the lighter and jacket and all that.
right, right, absolutely. And I have a couple other friends that have died that the same type situation occurs occasionally.
I have this one guy that family friend. His name is Mark. He hung himself. I was in a he looks like a fucking animated cartoon character, fucking open casket and shit. looking like a fucking cartoon character. I'm not even real. And it's like, and one time, like, like a long time ago, like, we deal with it. I'm like, okay, had a conversation. Like, think of any word. Show him about, like, reality. He's like, fire. And he's like, how the fuck did you do that? And hung up.
Right. Right. I've lost a lot of friends, and in some manner or another, a synchronicity or a occasion pops up that it's ever presently known that their energy is there.
And, I'd give everything to bring the guy back just so I could beat the fuck out of him and slap him across the head. Especially because, like, I don't have any children or anything, and this guy had a child and another one on the way, and you're gonna go do that. Even if he got sideswiped after that fire thing, he's like, "Oh, what did you do that?" And then he got hit by a car, sideswiped on a car, barely even broke a leg or something. Not even that big of a deal. They got like 250 grand for it, and then killed himself.
Damn.
So what? Someone give me that. So you know what I'm gonna fucking create out of it? Fuck. Like, I don't know, man. The guy, people are weak.
Well, I'll tell you, Cage. I lost a lot of associates and friends that in the industry that I were in to suicide, drug overdoses, murder, and various other.
It's always the same fucking bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and it wasn't ever easy to hear about it, but after a certain amount of time, I quit going to funerals and I started celebrating, not partying, but kind of celebrating their transition instead of finding it a mournful situation.
Maybe that's what
I
they
was,
need, you said? Okay.
I'm hoping it's a freeing. I'm kind of looking at it as,
It is. It's a fucking illusion. So what, they get out the illusion now? Or they get put back into it?
well,
You gotta die in the right way.
I'd say if he got put back into it, I wouldn't have those moments where his energy is very, very present.
I'm gonna die the right way.
What is the
It's
right way?
inevitable.
What is the right way?
On your feet, not on your knees,
It's dying with honor, I suppose. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna go out properly, like, eventually. I'm gonna have to. At least in this physical avatar, I always return, though. On purpose. Not because I'm stuck into it, because I gotta take care of business,
What do you think that your kind of your universal calling is, or your business?
Help others along their path. Don't impose it onto them. Don't fucking try changing it. There's just someone there to help. Not even help.
That's
You don't need help. Just someone there to talk to. Someone there
that's
to
honorable.
listen. To listen. Okay, I'm gonna be there to listen.
That's very honorable. Very honorable. Cage, I'm
I
finding
literally have death before dishonor tattooed on my arm.
you weren't military though, were you? No,
No.
you were so
No, we're
you were an
militant.
associate. Yeah,
We're
you were
militant.
or you're associated. So yeah, I could
I'm not
understand that.
associated with that. No, I'm not associated with any of these fucking
What
things.
with your friends?
I'm
I think you're associated with your friends.
My association is with the cage.
All right, all right. I'm I'm planning on premiering a song this evening.
You don't talk about
because
friends, right? I don't even know what you're talking about. No clue.
I understand. I understand. I truly do. There are many things that I don't speak of on social media, and there's many things that you would, in real life, have to pretty much kill me because it's not coming back out of me.
It's accountability, right? So the onus is on me. So I'm gonna look in the mirror and fucking face myself and blame me. If you want to talk about anybody, talk to me and talk about me, because I don't know anything about anybody. And even if I did, I'm gonna keep. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. That's what
You
I
could
say.
fucking torture me. You could torture me and fucking pull up the fucking toenails and fucking nails and pull teeth out, pulling teeth and fucking blowtorch my face, cut it off. I still not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna look at you and laugh.
I claim brain damage. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. What do they call it? Like a sublingual hematoma or something, right? So there's nothing to. Oh, yeah, blame it on that.
Yeah. Well, I've had massive head trauma and a concussion, and I
I
have
have too.
uh, dead regions in the right frontal lobe. So,
I have
you know,
too, right? So yeah, it's not my fault. I'm disabled.
there you go. I can't remember shit. I got CRS. Definitely a
Sorry,
bad
what was
case
that? What was that again? I forgot.
of AB.
I'm just
No.
fucking joking. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
CTE. Yeah.
Something like that. There's some three-letter disease. Oh man.
People, what people know me as Cage. They also call me Cage the Botanist, CTB. So enough of the CTE. We got CTB. Yeah.
Hey, we got Jeebus in the house. Wow. Good to see you, Jeebus. Yeah.
I hope you're doing all right, Jeeves. Stay strong, brother. We're sending you a package and everything to help deal with that.
Absolutely. Jeebus is good people, man.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing but heart for the guy.
And this is
Nothing but
where
heart.
really is like I'm losing patience. Like when it comes to how come they're always fucking with people, dude? Like everybody, it's they're always. What's they?
Who are they?
That's the question, isn't it? It's not they. It's not a human. It's fucking. It's
Well, it's you know, the matter of perspective and the matter of our limited range of sensory perception that minuscules our ability to see the full spectrum of things at times, or what we're actually dealing with at times that are on different frequency levels that can only be registered or monitored by sometimes equipment, sometimes not.
I'm
And
not
I
gonna sit
think
here
that
and twiddle my fucking thumbs and allow this shit to happen anymore. Remember, everyone's gonna be held accountable.
absolutely they will be. Absolutely. Without, I have no doubt about it.
And funny thing is, I'm not gonna sit here. I haven't sat the entire time. I'm always standing.
Is that what you
So
do whenever you? I know that you do your horticulture thing, but is that kind of a nervous anxiety?
What do you mean? Horticulture and nervous anxiety. What do you?
Well, you kind of seem like whenever you're interacting with social media that you kind of bouncing around doing things in your house, and you
I'm
just
always
said you were
working.
standing.
I'm always multitasking.
Right. Right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing
I
wrong
don't
with
see
that at
like
all.
I don't see like maybe right now maybe I could just have a conversation with you. I don't have to go and multitask. But most of the time, you only have most of the time you only have so much time, right? So it's like I gotta utilize it. It's like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and just fucking watch a screen or talk. I'm gonna fucking deal with it.
Right. Right. And
Why do you think there's no evidence?
that's not for me to question. It's just for me to appreciate the fact that there was none.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to look
That's
a
why
gift
I'm just
horse
gonna.
in the mouth.
Oh yeah, like what do I have to be careful? Oh, you can't talk like that, dude. What if something happens? Yeah, yeah. What if? There's no what ifs.
There's always possibility.
Yeah, of course there is. If you allow it in there into your mind,
Well, if you don't, then you're limiting yourself.
it's unlimited possibilities. But I'm gonna run my own program.
We have Lonnie in the chat. Uh, he managed to get I'm out. So, Lonnie, thank you and appreciate it.
Shout out to Lonnie and Jeebus and that. Two great
Yeah,
people out here.
yeah. I really enjoy the people that come here, Cage. I really, really do. Um, great people here. I have nothing but admiration for. Well, let me ask you, Cage. When you were
Yeah.
a bit younger, um, what brought your
You're trying to
awareness?
figure me out. You're never gonna be able to figure me out. But yeah,
No,
continue your question.
no, I'm not trying to figure you out because I know at what age I started understanding that I was receptive to energy as a receiver and a transmitter.
I was 8 years old.
8.
Yeah.
That's a pretty young age.
I had no choice. You know, I had to fucking be the parent, the adult, the structure from a young age. 8 years old. Safety was
That's
also
pretty,
my middle name. Safety is my middle name. You know? But,
that's
yeah, 8 years old, man.
that's a lot of responsibility to take on for an 8-year-old. Definitely. Um, I imagine you lost a lot of
I
teenage
don't lose
angst
anything.
and reckless loose youth.
I grew up fast, like pretty much like, yeah, I just like stuck to myself and like, my circle and kept it going and worked every day and put in the work and made my own program myself
There's
and learned
nothing
about
wrong with
alchemy.
that.
Yeah.
I kind of think that's a given with you, Cage. I definitely, if I was going to go indulge into any
And I
further
gave it to other people
alchemy,
too. Yeah.
yeah, I would definitely probably come to you before anybody else when it comes to that. So, have you ever had to, or have you ever gotten your hands on some of the 14th, 15th century texts and writings, books?
Yeah, I recommend there's a thing called libgin.is. You can search it up. You could put any subject in there, and it's a very They have like books that are like $50,000 in there that you can barely find. Livegen.is. Yeah, old and whatever. That's a book.
Right. I got to, I was fortunate to be able to study from some very old texts at one point in time. I had access to them, but those were literal books.
Like physical books, yeah.
Yeah. I've kept my eyes focused on images and reading for so long that I've really done a lot of damage
With
to
the
my
slang over
eyesight.
here, like getting booked. Getting booked means you're like, hey, you're getting fucking arrested and shit. Like you're getting fucking caught up. Oh, you got booked. And they use that slang over here.
Yeah,
Cool.
profound how they integrate words. Very profound. But I'm sure there's a purpose behind it that serves them. With most language in English terms, there's generally a duality or a underlying meaning that isn't obviously evident. When I learned that some books of highly prophetic information is written in a square, and when I say that, most people don't understand what I'm talking about.
I do.
But yes, it's almost if you can imagine a book containing information that is relevant in a cube manner, um, you see a whole new perspective and get an incredible amount of information that is hidden right there in front of you. It's just how you approach the book. Instead of reading it face first for what it is, you have to go into what it's saying between the lines. And even some books are extremely well coded.
Yeah,
I know a
read
lot
in
of.
between the lines, huh?
Oh yeah, I read a lot of I don't want to say witch. We'll just say metaphysical um, books that were written with certain types of information that wasn't relevantly obvious.
May I ask you something, Napsis?
Yeah.
This alleged fucking thing, this guy with the dog, he knew the dog and the fucking person there on the porch. What did this motherfucker do? He must have done something. You're telling me, I don't believe he's innocent, He probably deserved, I'm not saying that he deserved that, but I'm saying, like, was the guy innocent? Like, he's just like a random bystander? Like, what the fuck?
I don't believe so.
I think he did something, huh?
Yeah.
Probably a fucking, who knows, right? Like, I'm not gonna fucking, I don't know what's going on there, and it's really none of my business. But I don't think shit like that just happens for nothing.
No, it does. Not in that manner.
Yeah.
Not at all.
He must have really, really crossed the line there.
He did. You're aware of an organization that if you give out certain information, it's under the penalty of death?
Yeah, so yeah, he fucking opened up his goddamn, you have 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. I gotta learn that more. So he talked about his friends, which he probably shouldn't have done, right?
Yep. That's what I'm gathering. And after all the research and investigation that I done and the information that my son has relayed to me, which he should not by any shapes of the mean know because he is not initiated, told me a whole lot about the story. My son's asking me questions that are kind of profoundly held back from the general populace by this particular, we'll call it social club.
There you go. You got a message. But look. Obviously, there's no evidence. So, haha, joke is on you then. Fuck off, man.
Well, I think that's why they're sending him to a state psychological facility, is because they have no
Well,
evidence.
he is mentally a little bit fucked though. Like I think he might need to do it. So,
you think? He's my son.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, imagine, bro. The fact that you're in the room talking to me, I know we're all mentally we're a little off the program here, you know.
I know that I am. I don't just, I don't. I even speak sometimes about, some of the struggles I have with my illness at times. But yeah, he's my son, and I'm sure that somewhere in the coding along the
But
way.
now he learned now. So
Oh yeah.
the evidence is gone. He's gonna go to a little distinctive, whatever. Either way, he's gonna be back. And seriously, Axis, like you gotta sit down with him and like fucking look him eye to eye and like show him like you cannot fuck up like that ever again because no one's gonna bail you out this time. Okay, like I can't do it again. Even that's
No,
pushing it. Like I was already pushing it now. No, so
it couldn't be done again because he actually destituted my mother. She felt so.
What do you mean by that?
She felt so guilty about my son being in there that she took her pension and paid for these lawyers and this commissary and his books and his shirt, and now she's just surviving on her, her Social Security.
Well, that's what family's for, right?
Yeah, but if anybody else gets in trouble, we're just going to be sitting.
Well, it's done. It's done. Like everyone put all the energy in. Grandma fucking dealt with it. Fucking Cage dealt with it. I don't even know him, but and a bunch of other things I can't even name dealt with it. But now you can't make the same mistake twice. Slap me once, turn the other cheek. Slap the other one. Now it's over.
Right. You're absolutely right. And even upon his release, there's still going to be that keeping one eye open. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that he doesn't feel empowered by his experience.
That's what I was saying. Like that's what I was saying. I'm like, remember I told you, I'm like, we're gonna do this, and this guy's gonna get out. He's gonna think he's invincible or something.
Yeah, well,
so you got to be careful
I got an
with
eye
that.
on it.
Like, yeah, hopefully, please. Like, I don't want to fucking. Now I'm gonna be held accountable for this shit. Which I'm fine with. Whatever. Okay, like I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm gonna be held accountable for it either way. Whether it's a good or bad. I'm just saying, like, you can't. He can do whatever, but I'm saying when he gets out and the evidence has disappeared and all this, it's like you don't have some. Oh man, like I hope it doesn't like something worse happens after with him. Like I'm just saying, like he needs to change the program.
Hopefully he does. We got Joe in. I want to definitely address Joe down in the chat. Go on, Joe. If you want the link, I'll drop it, or you can scroll up and you can press it and join if you wish.
Joe, what's up, Joe? Man? We're talking earlier.
Yeah, I went through and purged a bunch of channels out of my directory because they were no longer producing anything that I felt was of value. It was just the same continuous rhetoric and redundancy. So those channels I actually took out of my directory, and I stay more with factual information and people that truly have something to offer.
Good. Well done.
Yeah, I did have a little fun on Z's tonight with Rose 777. That was a lot of fun, but that was just character acting. It was fun. Really enjoyed that.
You were saying, hoping to hear Cage rant. More conspiratorial, the better. Can't help you. I can't help you with that. It's not speculations. So.
Come on up, Joe, and join us. Here, let me drop the link for you.
What's the fucking Ninja Turtle fucking rat thing? Remember the rat? He's like a rat guy, man. And he's like he taught all the Ninja Turtles and shit. Leonardo, all these different names that have to do with the
Splinter. I
Splinter.
finally.
Yeah. That's what it
Yeah, I
was.
did. Yeah, I did a little research after our last conversation about it, and
Remember I mentioned
apparently,
that a while ago? Yeah.
yes, yeah, that's why I looked into it. Was Splinter?
Master Splinter,
Yes,
aka
yeah,
Rattblood, aka whatchamacallit.
right.
What's
Oh,
up,
it's
gents?
the other Joe Cool. This is okay.
How's it going, brother? Uh,
Just getting out the
What's up, Joe?
shower.
I like that background shit. You know what I mean? The
His
Chevrolet.
wifey did that. Yeah, she got an Impala. I don't know if he came
Yeah,
with it or she
the
just a Chevy
vehicle,
fan.
my dad's vehicle and shit. He always had a vet.
Oh, that was my favorite car until the Grand National came along. I all my life until the Grand National.
Before they changed the fucking. It's like the lights at the back, right? They changed
Yeah,
them
the
from
circular
circle to
lights.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked them all though. You can go back to I think the '63 or something when it started.
I got a white vet.
Yeah, what year though? Is it the Stingray style? Is it the ZO?
2012.
I think by then it
But
was in the.
but it's brand new. It's a Grand Prix. So it's like mint condition, but it's like an old like form. It's like I don't know. I kind of like how it moves. You know, put a
Yeah,
fucking background image up.
yeah, big vet man. I always wanted the Grand National, but they so expensive now, man. They like $100,000 a piece and shit now. Buick
Yeah, them
Grand
old ones are
Nationals.
hard to find because remember back in the day, like they always had they changed the lighting on it, right? From the circular to the other shit. I like the circular ones, right? Better.
Yes, I like the circle ones.
So,
That's what I always grew up with, right?
when I first
Uh,
actually got a considerable amount of money from the entertainment industry, I purchased a 3000 Mitsubishi 3000 SL GT,
I
and
didn't know what that looks like, bro. And I consider
bro,
myself a
you
car
can't even
guy.
make this shit up. You can't even make this shit up. My brother literally pointed that out when we were driving earlier. He's like, I went to the Mitsubishi dealership. I was about to buy this. There was only like 30 grand, brand new.
yeah, it looks
And he
like a
pointed out the
spaceship.
Mitsubishi. And
Yep, that was one of
it's
my first
hilarious.
investments. Whenever I made an actual return off of the entertainment,
Right.
and I had a lot of fun in it, but due to my personal habits, it was
You
a
tore it up.
better interest. No, no,
Wrecked it when
my
I was drunk or something.
no, my ex-wife got it in the divorce.
Even worse. I'd rather wreck
Yeah.
it, right?
Uh,
At least I tore it up. Fuck. Unless you guys are still friendly or something.
no, she's in a psych ward in Louisville, Kentucky, but
Oh, go
you
get the
know,
car back, bro.
oh, it's gone. It.
There's a
We're
laugh.
talking.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think she's kept it since 1996. I
Yeah,
don't
she
think
didn't
it.
appreciate it. Yeah.
And seeing how her life went after the divorce, you
Mm.
know, and you know, the
Yeah, I
last
feel
war.
you.
Yeah, I just really, you know,
You don't wish no
She,
bad shit on her and shit.
yeah, she's done enough to herself, and karma has absolutely did the
But
rest.
yeah, Joe. I thought you were the other Joe Cool. Apparently now
Oh,
there's two of them.
somebody said that it used to be that's down from 6 or 7 though. So and most of them were just trolls that would go in there and say racist shit
But
to make me look bad.
no, but they never said no racist shit. Were they trying to troll you with a fake name? They copy your name.
Yeah, I had
So
people
like, I
copy
want
my
to hear the
name and
laugh.
my
What the fuck?
icon. Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
my name and my icon. Somebody poured a farmer carpet my
There
carpet
was
my
some guy. There was
channel.
some guy though. Some guy named Joe Cool, which is a fake name, obviously. But there was someone named JJ Organics.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it was just
Yeah, you know these people or what?
no, maybe it was just accident. Just somebody else called himself Joe
It
Cool.
wasn't an accident. I pointed it out and everything.
You
I
think he was trying
confirmed.
to use my name?
Someone was, yeah.
You
They
don't
did,
think he
yeah.
just came up with it organically on his own? Maybe it was too Joe Cool.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm sure there's probably like a million Joe Cools out there.
Yeah. There's a lot though that intentionally try to
Cool is a
conflate
common name.
themselves.
Joe is a common name, right?
Yes,
So,
and everybody would have thought Joe Cool. Snoopy used to be Joe Cool. Yeah, it seems like it's becoming.
Yeah, I just they did that here recently to correct. Um, there was some false accounts
why do you
using
guys
his.
always play games and shit? Like they think they're like they go safe and I'm on the computer.
That's
Scream,
what it
scream,
is,
scream.
right? You damn right.
You
Because
fucking
there are
retards.
no immediate consequences. They don't see any consequences. That's
Yeah,
why
until
they
it happens, right? Yeah.
until it happens. You damn right. Till someone show up at your crib or something crazy. You end up in court over this.
No, you just gotta knock 3 times. You know.
That's how I feel.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck, you make enough mistakes, nature real correct your ass.
The law of nature, man, natural law. You know,
Well, I was over in Wright's for Vets room. He on his backup channel. And we were over there. You cats would have loved this too. Hold on, let me call. We were watching. You guys might have seen it. Brian from High Impact Flicks, and here's the deal, was debating some other guy who was took the statist point of view. And Brian was saying, the state hurts you. So we were over there watching, breaking down their debate, and
Which Brian? Brian O'Shea or something?
no, High Impact Flicks. He's like
I
an
don't know that. I don't
activist,
know that
one of
guy.
my guys and shit. From where I would have started, he would have been my idol when I came into this about 4 years ago. He was the guy who was talking about freedom and don't let nobody tell you what to do type shit. And the other guy, Andrew, who he's arguing, he's like, in my opinion, this is the best master you can ask for. This is the best plantation. Be happy with what you got, ass motherfucker. So it was good. You cats would have enjoyed the philosophical part of it. Damn,
yeah,
that weed is good.
I watch him every once in a while because he
Brian, how
does.
you Pat?
Yeah, he's a promoter of the auditor,
Yeah,
and
yes.
he promotes a lot of auditors. And sometimes some of his content is just mind blowingly like uh, Twilight Zone shit with the law enforcement.
I've heard people
I love it
mention
though.
the
I
name.
love
I've
it. I
heard
never get to
them
stretch my
talking.
mind like that until somebody's like him or James Friedman says some radical shit. I never even consider these concepts, so I dig it. Really, you never think about that. I come up in the city, man. The police roll up on you, throw your hands up, they go in your pockets, they'll hit you and kick you and put their hands on you. I thought it was normal. I had nobody telling me, no, he doesn't even have authority. Are you
Hey
an idiot?
Joe, you know what they did over here?
Mm.
Yeah, they had something called tavis. They had something called carding. So pretty much, yeah, when I was a kid, I got robbed by the police. I got searched like every time I left my house and went in, and no matter where I went, they roll up and somehow search everybody. You know what they do? They level four search people in the middle of the road. I'm saying they're gonna strip search you in the middle of the fucking public road and put
They've
their
done
finger
that.
up your ass and shit.
They've
These people
left
are
me.
fucking weird.
They've
That never
left
happened to
me.
me. That never happened
It,
to me, but I know people that it happened to.
Close enough. I got left on the gate. Me and my friends, they pulled our pants down. We there in our boxes and shit, and they're searching
that,
us. And they
not just
drive
stripping,
off.
that's
We're still
sexual
on the
abuse, bro.
gate.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're still on the gate with our pants around our ankles. We didn't even notice they was driving away. They didn't even tell us.
They're doing that nonsense over there too, right? They call it Tavis over here.
Yeah,
Tavis.
tag team. Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, tactical team.
They call it Tavis. It's an abbreviation, but
Oh, okay.
um, it,
TAC
it,
officers, they call them in
Tavis, like
Chicago.
Tavis, right?
Uh,
Um,
yeah, they call us TAC, short for the tactical unit. We call them the
Same
jump
fucking
out
shit.
boys.
Yeah.
Same shit. They call them the jump out boys down south. It's the guys who have the bulletproof vests on, but not uniforms, and jump out and will chase you when the other cats won't. Those guys.
I just call them sellouts.
Yeah, man. Don't get me started. These
Yeah, I
undercover
mean,
fucking cops that they think they did something. They join a fucking organization and act like they're your brother, and then go back over there and sell you out to the police and think they get a trophy and did something good. And them cats should be fucking got their legs cut off.
hey, man, everyone is held accountable eventually.
I
You
think
know,
so too.
let them do whatever they want.
I hate to keep talking about my own shit because I hate when other people do it. But you made me think of a friend of mine. He was a gang leader, a particularly bad one, and he murdered a lot of people. I could say 7, 8 that I know of. So I'm sure it was a lot more. And he was really evil. And I went to his funeral last time I was in Chicago. And he spent his last years. Another gang guy shot him in the face. So they had to use his hip to replace his jawbone, so he couldn't really talk right. And then he started bending over. And on his last days, you couldn't understand what he was saying, and he could barely walk. He was hunched over like an old witch or something with his little cane. I was like, "That's
Well, yeah, well,
God,
that's why you
bro."
don't go around. That's why you don't go around fucking around and hurting people for no reason, right?
Yes,
Unless it's like a last resort if you want to defend
yeah, it's
yourself.
not logical unless you're defending yourself. It's not logical. That was part of the argument we were having over there. Is that in my opinion, they were saying might makes right. You're here. You just got to do what they say and live with it and be a realist and do the best you can within the system type of shit. And the other guys were saying what you're saying, that you can't hurt a motherfucker. And even if a guy is strong enough to hurt you, he's still in the wrong for doing it. And their position was, oh, stop bitching about it, man. You're here. You just got to take it. No, fuck that shit. This don't make no sense to me.
I recently was texting my son because this is his first stint, and
How
I was
long you
trying to
got,
explain.
if you don't mind?
Well, he's
Is it
still he just
There's no evidence. It's all allegedly, first of all.
yeah,
okay?
and
So his stint isn't determined yet, though, right? He ain't got his full thing yet.
No, it's gone. He's fine. He never got convicted. There's no evidence.
Okay,
well,
all right.
let
So
me
I
let
was
me
wondering
explain
long
it to
stint,
you.
short stint. That's all I wanted to know. I don't need to know the person. I was just wondering, is it long or short, so I could hear the rest of your story. But go ahead, tell it any way you want.
He's in 3 months pre-trial county lockup, and they deemed him mentally incompetent to stand trial. They're sending him to a state mental facility. They do not have DNA. They do not have powder residue. They don't have witnesses, but they are holding back the ballistics. And there's a lot more that I can't say, but instead of going ahead and trying him, they're sending him to a state mental facility.
I wonder if
But
you're not thinking like I think. I think that
yes,
you're thinking they don't have the evidence to do that, so they're gonna get them on the back end. Is that where you're going with that? That's what it looks like to me.
yep.
They can't try them properly,
Now,
so they're gonna fuck
yeah,
them over.
so now they're trying to fuck around even worse. So, a state mental hospital could be worse than fucking a jail. And they keep
Yes,
feeding you a pill. Here, take the pills.
yes. They do
He's
that to a
fucking
lot of
retard.
people. They put you
No,
in
but he's
mental
fine.
hospitals when you don't listen to what they say, or they don't have anything on you. They'll put you on a mental eval, and they might keep you for 3 days, couple weeks, and you get out. But it's a horrible experience.
Well, they're talking until he'll be in there until they feel that he's ready to stand trial.
That's damn near indefinite though. That sucks. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That's a cop out. That's indefinite. That's a Guantanamo Bay type shit when you don't know what's gonna happen to you.
Well, now we're putting into Cuba.
Yeah, it's the same shit, right? Over there, they have no idea if they'll even get a trial, and shit like that. It's really horrible the way they do them folks over there. A lot of them
Yeah,
have just tangential connections to people they're looking for. It might be his cousin or great grandson or something like that. And they'll still hold you and ask you what they want. And they'll keep it for years or better.
yeah, yeah. And that's
What the fuck is wrong with these people, man? Seriously.
They got to put power on other people. It's weird. It's insecurity or
It's like
something.
the devil or some shit, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody said that today. He said, it must be of the devil. Oh, somebody else said that today. It must be of the
And you know what I
devil.
do? I laugh.
Ooh.
I laugh at their face. Though I was like, I summon the fucking devil, and I'm like, yeah, you want to fucking play this game with me? Okay. Remember, remember the hierarchy.
well. My concern is um, that because of certain circumstances, that my son is taking a passive position, and this is the way that they're allowing someone to evade justice.
He's
That's
just
interesting.
being used. He's being used as an smoke and mirrors, right?
I
But there's
think
no evidence.
Rattblood is
He
saying
never
though,
did
why they
anything.
fucking him over,
Mm.
someone else is getting off. I think that's what
Of
my man
course,
said.
of
Yeah.
course. It's like a scapegoat.
Yep.
This was in my T-shirt. I just put on a T-shirt. This is one of them dry sheets. I just pulled this out the back of my shirt. I know what that was.
I ran out of
Yeah.
toilet paper the other day. I had to use a dryer sheet.
It's not too,
That's
too
better than
stupid.
nothing. Yeah, definitely better than nothing, man. I mean, you know, I'll settle for a dryer sheet.
Heard for years before people started using toilet paper, they got enough catalogs at their crib, because it wasn't no internet. Everything was mailed to your house. But that's what they used, Sears catalog and shit for years, I heard.
Yeah, yeah, that is true because my grandmother, she went through depression, and she mentioned about some of the things that they had to supplement for resources and commodities.
What are you drinking right now, Joe?
Well, I'm drinking iced tea right now. I was just hitting my asthma pump. That fucking weed got me choking like a son bitch, bro.
So, you took an inhaler?
Oh yeah, I took it in early, yeah.
Let me see it.
What is this? This is a Flovent.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
and my girl got this. Since I used to have to keep one when I used to get high, it used to fuck with my asthma and all of that shit. But I ain't had to carry it in years since I stopped doing heroin. But even when I smoke blunts and shit, I'm good. But this fucking bong right here, I ain't gonna lie,
But
this
Joe,
motherfucker kicks
You
your
see,
ass.
Joe, you see how you're like a real motherfucker, and you try pushing back on these bastards. Maybe
What?
they, yeah. So you're gonna be on an automatic target, right? So if I was gonna fuck with Joe, and he's like, he's trying to go against my team or whatever, I'd probably put something in your inhaler and make you fucking, use it all the time.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no, 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 no. This is a better idea because they don't know that my girlfriend's. I'm using her inhaler, but they do know the dispensary I go to because you got to give them your ID. They know the
even
type of
better.
weed I like.
I'm a
Put it in
grower.
there. That's how
I'm a
you get
grower.
me, bro.
I grow shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll put it in
I'm
your weed.
doomed.
Then now you're fucked.
Yes. Put a sale on it, and they text me all the time. Be like, "Hey, Joe, this is on sale." Like an idiot, I run right up there, bro.
Why don't you come to Cage though? We
Where
can
are
give you
you?
the real shit.
Where
I'm
you at?
everywhere. I'm everywhere yet nowhere at the same time.
All right, you're in fucking Canada or some shit, though. Yeah, I was gonna say if you were over here, I was trying to plot a girl with my trip for next week somewhere, just to get out and go somewhere, and we ain't decided where. If you
Oh,
were,
you have an address? You have an ID? Give me your ID. Give me your address. I'll send it to you.
yeah, I got an idea and an address. Yeah, that shit can't be legal over here. You send me some shit, ain't I gonna get popped off over here?
No,
No.
no.
If you can work it out, I'll drive somewhere. Meet, you know what I'm saying? You can drop that shit somewhere where, I don't mind driving. Fuck. Yeah,
Just
but
fucking
I
this.
don't,
We'll
I
put it in
don't,
your name, and you'll send it to yourself.
how the fuck if I don't know. If you figure out a way, if you know a way, then yes, I'm absolutely down. I love weed. Shit, yeah. And I can't stand Canadians, man, because I hate showing off my weed. Because if it's a Canadian on panel, they gonna embarrass the fuck out of you. You call that a bud, Joe? Right? They all got trees outside the house that's taller than them, and one cola bud be this fucking big. You never pull up weed in the Canadian in the room. You
You know what
gonna
they
get
call me? They
embarrassed.
call me CPB, Cage the Botanist.
No, is that right? No, I didn't know, man. You got skills then. All right, let me ask you. How long do you leave the lights on and the lights off?
For what? Flowering or vegetative stage?
I
Vegetative
have
stage,
no idea.
18.
You got me
You can live
already.
them. So pretty much, if you wanted to produce leaves and grow a structure, you can leave it on anything over. Pretty much, most people do either 18 hours on and 6 hours off, or you could do it 24/7 light. And then
And
what you
that's
do is
for the leaves
yeah, to grow like the plant and the structure. When you want
itself.
it to bud, yeah, there's something called photoperiodism,
Yeah.
right? And photoperiodism is like how things respond when, like you know how like
It's logical.
you know,
Photosynthesis, photo light. I get it.
like you know how yeah. So the plant responds to the amount of hours that it's getting light. So if you do 12/12, so 12 hours on, 12 hours off, that's usually what people do, and then it
Yeah.
buds. Um,
I heard people right like
because when it's responding to it knows it only has a finite time, right? So it's going to try to
yes.
produce
Yes.
it's going to try to produce the buds
Hard.
and the seeds and try to preserve itself because it's like kind of like you see how like later in the summer like the days start getting shorter.
Yeah, yes, yes.
It's the
So it
same
knows
idea.
time is coming
Yeah,
short. That's logical. I
yeah,
I've been talking to a lot of people who know about this shit. I don't know shit about it. But that's one of the arguments I hear. Should it be 12, 12? And I remember two people arguing, two people I respected. One of them was saying
yeah.
it
That's
must be
what usually
12.
people do. You can put it whatever time you want, but you have to have like you need less. Pretty much, you just need if you want it to bud, you need less
That's what I'm thinking
light
now talking to
and
you.
more
I think they were
darkness.
talking about the bud part of the conversation because they weren't, that's
Yeah,
all they were
flowering.
talking about. They were talking about the flower part, yeah, the conversation. And now that you say that, I think that's what they were talking about.
The
But
flowering
yeah,
part.
That's what I used. Was I used a 18-hour vegetation cycle and a 12/12 flowering.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
18, 6, 12,
can't
12. That's
stand
usually
you
what people do.
cats. I'm so jealous, man. I ain't never even grown nothing in the flower pot. I'm so jealous.
Just what? You want seeds? Like you can easily grow. I have links. I used to have like an online thing called Home Harvest where we can get wholesale prices. We still have wholesale prices for equipment. You get proper seeds and you get the
Mm.
shit for yeah. You get the equipment. I don't know if it's legal over there yet.
I hear it's legal here because somebody was talking from Canada. A friend of mine was talking about he could
Mm.
ship the seeds here and all that. I don't know if he's right, but he agrees with you that it's legal. The seeds
To
and all
grow,
that shit.
you can. What you guys are? It's illegal to grow. I wish it was still illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then you can't make it a killing, right?
Well,
Uh,
I tell you, whenever there's certain states here um, that you can grow, there's certain states that you can't.
that's what I
The
was about to
state,
say.
yeah, the state I'm in is surrounded by 4 states that have
Oh,
legal recreational marijuana, and I'm
Yeah.
in the middle, and I'm 15 minutes from 2 states where it's perfectly legal.
So
wow.
you pass the imaginary line. Now all of a sudden it's
Yes,
illegal.
and you're
Like how
evil.
fucking
You pass
stupid is
that
that?
line and you're evil. Yes.
That's so fucking dumb.
Exactly.
At least over here, since what was it? 2017, October. It's been federally legal here. And you think anyone
Dope.
gives a fuck? Most people are pissed off it got legal, you know what I mean?
Right, right. You fucking up my hustle, right? I was like online smoking and shit. It was still illegal, so I wouldn't know nothing about growing and shit. This is new to me. You cats take it for granted and shit, man. I used to read High Times and hear about hydroponics and shit. That's So I'm way behind, bro. Fucking, I
Yeah,
go out there to California. Niggas been growing one strain for 4 years, and it's just newly legal to me. Then, yeah.
Yeah. Most people they clone it. Or you can get clones. I've had clones since for almost 10 years now. I've been growing the same shit through the cloning. But eventually, there's something called tissue culture, and that's how you really preserve your genetics and stuff.
Uh,
Tissue culture.
yeah. What is this? I'm really basic with it. Some chick was telling me years ago that I guess there's female plants and male plants. You're supposed to keep them separate. She said the cat got in there and hit all the plants and shit went up. And she was keeping, she was naming her shit fruity so and so. She had all different names for all different plants, and then they cross pollinated or something. That's
Yeah,
the
it's like
thing.
breeding, right? Yeah. So
Uh,
you select a male and a female. You could breed it and call it whatever you'd like. But there's also, the separating of the males and the females.
do they
Most people
both
nowadays,
have buds? Do they both get weed, or just the female get weed?
only the females. But most
Okay.
of the
yeah,
time, yeah. But most of the
you
time,
know,
what people do is that you can make feminized seeds, right, through a chemical process using something called SDS, silver
Really?
thiosulfite. Yeah, and then they're all fucking female. They're all producing that. I like using regular
I'll
seeds,
forget that by tomorrow, but that's
hmm
so fucking interesting.
Silver thiosulfite, SDS. Yeah.
You can change to make sure they all gonna be female plants. That's heavy. Do some silver something.
Silver thiosulfite.
STS.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be
Search up
asking you next
STS
time I see
cannabis
you.
breeding.
I'll be
Search it
asking
up.
that shit. Next time I
Mm-hmm.
see you, I'll be like, "Hey, what'd you say that was? STS." I'm gonna bring that shit up. Everybody that know fucking grow buds or mushrooms or something.
Oh yeah, I've looked into mycology too. It's illegal to grow mushrooms here too. You just can't dry them. It's fucking weird.
It's You can grow them, but you can't dry them.
Yeah,
Meaning, they're okay
like
with you
if you
using
dry
them.
them, it's like if you want it for personal use, that's fine. But if you're trying to run around
Yes.
selling it to people, then
Yes,
it's an
once
issue.
you dry it, you're
Yeah.
nefarious. You're on some, trying to get high shit. Man, I am blowed as fuck. I am really high, bro. I really, all right, I'm
I,
abandon you cats, man. I think I'm finna lay it down. Wifey already
we're,
sleep.
we're fucking
Joe.
freaking you out, aren't we, Joe?
Nah, I can barely stay up. I was over there with them, and I was like, I'm gonna take a shower, and it's gonna wake me up, man. I hit that bong twice, and I'm back. Back. I ain't got no fucking energy again.
Bro, you have to really I would never put anything like that that's gonna alter my cognition, like a weed or a mushroom or any of this shit, unless you know exactly where it's coming from, because you
Yeah,
know the intentions that are being put into that.
very
You
good.
know.
I understand. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, you cats be easy.
Hey, Joe, it's
All
been a
right, Joe.
pleasure. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Yeah, I think maybe Joe's getting kind of tired of the rhetoric out there too. I
I
really
know
appreciated it when he stopped in.
it gets annoying if eventually.
Yeah, I'm not interested in it over here. That's why I was like, no, I can do that. You know, I would rather it be productive than just completely decoherent, um, emotionally driven, primal based attempted communication. Uh, yeah, I wound up diving into a few different arenas that you turned me on to. Whenever I was watching some of the information that you have in your videos, not your personal videos, but the ones that you air. And I tell you, Cage, man, you know, you led me on a few good paths that I found some very intriguing and very useful information, which solidified, you know, what I had already been taught, but it enhanced it, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yep.
So, do you?
At least I'm not
How?
wasting my time then.
No, 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 not by any shapes and means, Gage. I think a lot of people, when they come to your channel, they come there for esoteric understanding, esoteric learning, and a more intellectual endeavor into whether it be humor or actual substantial conversation. You know, I think it's a nice place to go and get away from the mundane and still find some type of fulfillment. And that's, you know, I have much appreciation for your channel. That's why I go there. That's why I enjoy being there. So you're kind of led by example, you know. Um, it's not it's not how many people that you're catering to. It's the quality and the character that you're catering to. How long have you been on the internet, Cage?
I never even had the internet until you know, when they locked everybody down and that. So I went out there to see, you know, how people, what was going on, right? Because you can't fucking trust. Where else am I get the source if I don't go to talk to people? Is there, what is it? Like the news? So
Right.
when they locked everybody down and started injecting them and shit.
So
I
that
went
has
on
been
the internet.
around 2020 then.
Yeah. Before that, I never even had internet. Well, I had internet, but like never like a router or any of that. Just like on my phone, just to do basic stuff. But
Right, because we had a small tech conversation before, and you held your ground very well. And I was kind of curious about that because you do get around um, pretty well, and your channel runs pretty smooth. And I thought, wonder how long he's been doing this. You know, and now I know since about 2020. Then, what's going on here?
oh, you're good. I've always been doing it though.
Hmm.
And that way, yeah, since they tried imposing this shit on the people. Now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Yeah, I had a couple people that kind of frequent your channel that have come here, and you know they're that's what this premiere song that I'm getting ready to release is about. Is I guess we've earned a classification. They have the GQ YouTube public has kind of given us a classification, and it's not an insultive one. It's not a bad one. It's just kind of humorous to see their take and aspect on that and us because we don't fit into the norm or we're not the square peg in the square hole. So I gathered up all the samples I could, and I thought, I'm gonna definitely release this. So, and it's in the process right now. It's transferring. Did you, by any chance, get to see the Z show tonight?
No, I did. I think I did comment on it, but I was only there for like I don't have much patience with that. So I was, yeah. There's no link, or I would have popped up. But
He,
when I clicked, so I
he
don't
did a
watch
pretty good
people. I
show.
told you this. I told you this. Like I don't go and watch people's panels or their whatever.
Right,
I just
right.
show. I
Well,
just show up. Um,
I do a lot of, because I have technology, I sometimes I'll scan channels or this, that, or another, but um, actually, I stayed for the biggest part of the Z broadcast tonight. It wasn't that bad.
yeah.
Mm.
Z's a smart guy, and
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
he gets into the audiology and that, and the sound, and he's and I respect him. Like from what I heard, like people love talking shit, but from what I heard, yeah, the little bit I know of them, like I don't like what he told me and what he told to me. He's like, oh, like he's like, no, I'm not gonna participate in this shit. And whatever, he
Right.
lost his wife and lost his job and da 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 da. And I was on YouTube and people are not appreciating it, right? It's like I'm gonna give you a fucking hearing aid.
I think my phone. Oh, my monitor froze. My monitor phone froze up. We have Jeeves commented down here. Oh, I think he's
It's like a bunch of people that can't even look in the mirror and face their own image, trying to talk about other people.
right.
Focus on yourself.
Well, even though they're projecting at other people, they're still a reflection of themselves and what they're doing.
Of course, you see it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I analyze it. I study it. I research it. That's no secret.
So what's doing this to these fucking people? Like, who the fuck do they fuck with?
Well, it's the way that society is social engineered um, the last few generations. And to my notion, they handicapped the earlier generations prior to them changing the agenda and the curriculum and the engineering that they're using. And it built such a gap and a divide that, some of the old schoolers almost feel, you know, un, unin touch and unrelative to this new approach to um, interacting socially. When we used to go out and play in the yard, the neighborhoods, the woods, what it be, there's a whole different set of ideals for what's fun. And also, they're pushing the personal uh, sexuality, acceptance, and making that the norm. But at the same time, they're still putting up dividing lines. So I think this is all done on purpose. I think that this is a part of a well constructed agenda, and the ones that are going to suffer are the ones that are most subjected to the agenda and the diversity and the ostracization of different classes and sexualities, and even those that are expected to accept things that just 30 years ago were considered really not kosher in society.
Exactly. Well, yeah, social engineering. So what the fuck?
Because, I mean, I feel like a stranger in a strange land.
I hear you, man. Like, so then, what do you do with it?
I kind of step back and away and chose to shelter myself from too much exposure to it.
Mm. I was thinking to myself, what time is it? I look at the clock. It's 1:23.
That's twice now I've gotten knocked offline tonight.
It is 1:23. Do you have the same time zone as me or no?
It is, yeah, 1:23 here. Absolutely right. It is definitely 1:23. Have you noticed that it seems that compared to the last I don't know, month or so ago, that I don't know if it's because I removed certain accounts, but the live streams seem to be kind of dissipating off a bit.
Well, it's like this. Like it's like water, right? Like what is it? It's like vaporization, kind of, or not vaporization. It's like, yeah, you leave the water out in the air, and eventually only the form will be left. You know.
Right. There's certain names and certain platforms that seem to be pretty persistent, and then next thing I know, they're just pretty much a memory. I didn't know if you noticed that or not, or whether that was just something that was kind of becoming aware and apparent to myself only. But I'd really hate to see it all to crumble. I'd hate to see it all fall to the wayside.
Well, maybe that's what you need, right? Maybe we need to fucking destroy this whole form. No, but build up. We gotta take what we, the good out of it, and fucking yeah. You want the system, you want the program, or fucking crush you. That's it.
Well, I think it did a lot of people. I think it really took a lot of people, and they became the image that they were trying to portray on their channel, and kind of found themselves in a duality with self. And I think the conflict with that sometimes becomes overwhelming. I found myself at times, you know, questioning, you know, am I giving them the real 100% access, or, you know, so I study myself and make sure that when I come across, I'm coming across as the true me instead of some personification or some, prostitute for YouTube. But then, isn't that kind of the platform itself is, basically media whore yourself out?
I hear what you mean. Why though? Why do people feel inclined to do such a thing?
I would say it's ego, narcissism, loneliness, a need to feel relevant, connection, um, all the basic, uh, you know, unfulfilled human needs.
Oh, that's a
And
prerogative, huh?
oh, I believe so. Yeah. As for me, it was a way to share music because when I was introduced to YouTube, the first thing I started doing was uploading my music and
Yep.
was watching the counts because that was tantalizing. I'm like, oh shit, people are enjoying my music. And then whenever I started finding out about, channels and other people's channels and information, well, I took on a learning aspect. How much can I learn? Man, this is infinite. And then eventually, I found myself being a part of uh, certain things that weren't as beneficial to me as I would think they would have been, such as filling your belly full of candy till you got sick. And that's whenever I decided to go ahead and move away
I
from
don't
it.
like. I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't like fucking desserts.
A little candy. I enjoy candy
I,
every once in a while. Get the old blood sugar up.
I don't eat that shit. I never eat any of that bull. It's fucking snowed. It snowed outside out here.
Really? We haven't seen the weather here has been very oddly warm.
Like for me, like I
Extremely.
like like for example, like the people I fucking deal with. For example, A1 run marathons for fun for breakfast. You know what I mean? It's like run like 15 miles for fun for breakfast. And like we go to the forest and we don't have anything. We find the sticks. We find all that shit that they have over there. Make a fire, and then we get a grill. Probably out the oven, whatever. Like the oven rack.
Right?
Yeah, you bring that in there when it's like negative 30 degrees, and then we get whatever we have in the fridge or the freezer, and we eat it. We cook it up properly. We fucking consume it. But it's like, oh, there we go. We consume it, and we continue to fucking do it every day, no matter what.
you, you, you almost make it sound like a reluctant chore.
Well, it is. It's not really a chore. It's a chore to the choir. You know what I mean? You put the nickel in the jukebox. You got to do the dance, including myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, this is what I signed up for. This is what I wanted, apparently, even if I didn't know it. And, I'm going to have to take responsibility, accountability, and fucking deal with it. That's it.
I recently, well, not recently, today, was
I ain't
was
getting gas right now.
confronted with the opportunity of maybe moving back to Arizona or Colorado. It looks like that's pretty much a potential on the board.
But that's the whole
So
thing. It's always like the grass is always greener on the other side, right?
no,
I
this
think
is
you're
out of
good.
practicality.
Yeah, it
This
doesn't mean
this
you got
is
to fucking move or anything, but you're fine. Like you know how to move. You
oh
definitely know how
yeah,
to move.
yeah.
So if that's a, if that's your judgment, use it and discernment and all that. And go deal with it. Go move wherever you like. Once you move over here, I have an extra room for you right here.
Oh wow,
Hmm?
I appreciate that, man. Really.
You can. You always have a home here.
Gee, this is still in the chat.
If it came down to it, it's not gonna happen. But if it came down to it, yeah, you always have a room, yeah.
Brother, I really appreciate that. That's a hell of a courtesy to extend to somebody. That's awesome, man.
It's a given.
The ideal, or actually what happened was because of the overextension of my mom's ability to afford her endeavors with my son. My daughter lives in Colorado, and my mom is looking at maybe selling her house and moving closer to immediate family out west. And as for me, I'm a desert rat. You know, I love the desert. You know, that's a rat's home. So I was definitely on board with that. Definitely on board with that. Uh, you're not. How far are you away from Michigan? The Canadian Michigan border.
1 second, 1 second.
Oh, sure, not a problem. Are you delirious, Jeebus? No, actually, I'm 30 minutes from the Michigan border, Jeebus. You're 4.5 hours away from Michigan. I'm about 30 minutes from Michigan. I can be in Ann Arbor, Michigan, in about I'm going to say about an hour and a half. I can be right in the heart of Ann Arbor. And if I take the Dixie Highway, straight into I can go straight into shit. Uh, Detroit. Damn. Oh, I guess I might be a little delirious too. Indiana. Indiana. I grew up on the Ohio River. Well, actually, I was born and raised in Liberty, Kentucky. Grew up on the Ohio River, and then during the '70s, there was great jobs and a lot of industry up north here, and a lot of my family moved up here. Right, we're not far from each other. We're not far from each other at all, actually.
Yeah, I'm back now. I was just
All
getting
right.
gas and going to the store. He's like, "Oh, you can't open the door. It's not allowed at nighttime." And then someone walked out and opened the door for me. And then I tried paying with the fucking money, and they're like, "Oh, the tap
Lonnie's
didn't
in it.
work. I had to manually put it in." He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know why I complained." He's like, "I complained like 6 times." Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to modern day society, right?
I'm like, "What? What happened? What? Someone tried robbing the store?" I'm like, "They can't do that over here." Fuck.
Yeah, well, I guess they can. They do it here in the city, man. Everything is locked down. Um,
He's like, "No, I can't get
man,
in. I can't get in." And I'm like, "Okay." I just looked at him. I'm like, "What? You're not gonna let me in through the box then?" Because they have like a bulletproof box you can go in. No, he's like, "No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've been complaining about it." And then someone, came out and let me in. Fuck. He opened the door for me.
really?
Hold the door open. Yes. I can
Yeah,
go in.
that
Apparently, he's like, you can't go in at nighttime. I'm like, so what? Can we go during the day? And he's like, laughing. It's fine.
Yeah, apparently, Lonnie's only about an hour and 45 minutes away from where I'm at.
It's all right.
Yeah,
I go.
Jeebus is about 4 hours away, and Lonnie's about an hour and 45 minutes away.
And you were asking about Windsor, right? Sorry, I had to mute. Yeah, not Windsor, Michigan, right?
Yeah, how far are you from the Michigan border?
I'm in Toronto. It's probably like a few hours away. But if you go to Windsor, right, you can see downtown Detroit right there across the fucking lake. That's right there,
Okay.
really. It's definitely linked up directly to Canada. Windsor
Okay.
or whatever. It's fucking cold out here now. Got cold out of nowhere.
Like I said, it's been unseasonably warm here, and
Now it
saved
got
me.
cold, which I've been expecting. Like finally, like where's the snow at? I want to make a snow angel in the fucking.
We haven't even had enough snow to make a snowman or a snow angel.
We have, but it's barely been here this year. But I know all of a sudden, watch, we're gonna get like feet of snow, or like just now. And we're
you're you're gonna get snowed in just overnight, 14 foot, and then the next day it's 80 degrees.
good. I adapt. And I just ran to the store. I had to grab gas and fucking cigarettes, which I shouldn't buy. I buy them off the natives.
Right.
But I'm over here fucking dealing with my mom, so.
Right. Well, that's all right, man. I mean, it's good that you have a relationship with your mom, man. It really is, brother. You know, me and my mother have a very volatile relationship.
I can say the
Unless
same thing
we
for
have,
myself. Right?
unless we have a common cause, it's very volatile.
Everything's fucking volatile. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, seems so these days. Seems so, Lonnie.
We out here.
Yeah, Lonnie. There's you're up north in the northern part of Indiana, man, around Fort Wayne. It's gotten extremely violent.
I'm sorry to disappoint people, but I made it back safely, like usual.
Oh
Safety is my
no!
middle name. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, nothing happened, Like try again. Not for you. I know they're fucking listening. They've been listening to me for fucking over a decade. Okay, they have a whole team. Still can't
I
convict me or
know
charge me or anything.
from the other night when me and Dom were endeavoring in conversations, we had some
Parked
intrusive
up
behavior.
perfectly. Parked up perfectly. There you go. Backed it. Everything. There you go. We're back. Which I didn't even want to come over here. My brother's like, bro. My brother works a night shift, works in the city and shit. He was like, please, Cage, can you come help? Not help, but like, can you come? I don't trust our mom being alone right now. I'm like, of course. I'm over there. He's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I show up. He's like, want me to call you an Uber or a Lyft? I'm like, no, I'm gonna drive there myself. What the fuck?
Right? I don't
These people are
like
fucking
going anywhere that I can't get away from on my own ability.
exactly. Like, I'm not gonna be stranded over there waiting. Fuck.
Yeah, if I can't
Watch when I get
drive
my
away,
hands on these fucking people. I swear to God, Access. I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna fucking strangle them and squeeze the breath out of them while I look in their eye. I'm just
damn.
joking, though. I'm just joking.
Oh, metaversally. Okay, I got you.
Metaversely, yeah, and GTA. Not the Great Toronto Area. I talk about the video game.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. You know, I'm having some real interesting difficulties here trying to transfer this track. I was wanting to premiere this song on the
Key's
show
working.
tonight.
There you go. We got the key. Ooh, master key. It opens everything.
But I'm not sure that it's going to happen that way.
Why don't you play it? I like to hear it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, now it says it's downloading.
It'll work
So
now. We're back home.
We'll find out. Yeah, I'd really love to premiere this song on this stream tonight. I worked on it since yesterday, and it's just kind of a humorous poke at at myself, more or less. Just funny with myself.
That's fine.
Huh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done or not, but if not, there's always tomorrow. It is up on my channel, I believe. If you get home and you get on your laptop, it's the last downloaded.
This guy's like, dude, it's so dark around Satan Claus. Some really bad shit happening around those parts.
Santa Claus. I assume he's talking Santa Claus, Indiana.
They call me Old here. Nick.
Scratch, Legba. What other name, Cage?
Silence, really.
Not wrong with that. One of the best ways to learn. This is really intriguing. I don't think I've ever encountered such a resistance before. Do you have your laptop available when you get to your no? Damn.
Not at the moment. You could probably find one or something. Not right now.
Right. Well, I'm going to continue working with this because I'd really like to premiere it. But for anybody that's interested in it, it is already up on my channel. And they are welcome to go there and listen to it. It's the last video I downloaded.
I fucked up, Axis.
How's that?
I didn't really fuck up. I gotta go back outside now. I left it in the car. Now I'm gonna have to go grab it. My whole mission, I left it in the fucking car. I have to go back now.
Isn't that the way? It's always the way.
It's fine. We'll deal with it. We're at 9%, so we have time here.
Yeah, the older I get, the more trips I have to make to the kitchen to figure out what I went in there for.
I know I had it in my pocket too. Like it magically teleported back to the fucking vehicle. We'll grab it. I mean, sure.
Yeah,
it's cold out there.
I'm almost combating a type of repetitive stress disorder whenever I'm going to the kitchen, and now I'm just used to it. I figure third, fourth trip, I'm going to figure it out and eventually get what I want, or at least something
Do you
useful.
cook meals?
Do what? I lost you there, Cage.
And if so, what's your favorite meal?
Pizza and these potato wedges.
Tikka masala?
No, just generally pure meats. I do the Papa John's specialty, all meats. And I do love potato wedges, but I do also cook home meals.
Them wedges are good, yeah.
Yeah, I really like those. I really enjoy those. But sometimes I'll, just get off my lazy ass and actually cook an entire meal. That's, definitely definitely worth the endeavor.
All right, we found it. It disappeared, and like all of a sudden it just appeared again. We got it. That's what I get for buying these. That's why you have to buy cigarettes off native people.
Which do you know which nation you're buying them off of?
Mohawk.
Mohawk. Yeah, that's definitely see, we up here we're surrounded by Miami. Little Turtle was the he was the administrative chief, but I don't know if he's still alive or not.
Ojibwe or something.
Yeah, it's I was fortunate enough I got to stay on a lot of different native and tribal land. That really was an experience. Oh yeah, shit! I wish maybe if somebody's listening in the chat, and if they would go to my channel and play the last video that I uploaded, I might get some type of response from it. I would very much appreciate that because I am having one hell of a vicious time trying to get anything done here. I figured there would be more people.
Look at the warning. Look at the warning they put on these fucking dirty ass cigarettes. It's like a heart being operated on. The cigarettes damage your heart. They block arteries and cause heart attacks. Yeah, I'm sure if you believe that. Sorry, buying lots of negative people. What the fuck kind of tobacco they're giving me? Have you ever seen a tobacco seed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a little
I
green
live.
dust.
Yeah, I live down in southern Indiana. And the farmers, whenever it comes time for cutting and stacking and sorting out the quality, and they usually hire local townspeople to come in to do that. And they don't pay too bad. I mean, it's hard fucking work, but they don't pay too bad. I got a couple cousins that used to do that. But it did pay paid their bills and got them their
This is
commodities.
fucking crazy, bro. I'm looking at these cigarettes, and literally on the filter, you have to put your mouth on it. It has it in French, and it also has it in fucking English. Literally, now on the filter, they have a warning. They're saying cigarettes damage your organs, Health Canada, right on the filter. And people are still out here smoking and shit.
I'm curious, what is the price of a pack of cigarettes up there?
Like $18.
Wait, what?
Yeah. For the cheapest ones.
$18?
Yeah.
Man, we can still get a decent pack of generics here in
Not after the natives. Not after the natives. Like with the natives, you pay like 25, 26. You get a whole 10. Whole carton. Yeah, if you go buy off the retard store where they put the chemicals into it.
Right. We don't have any duty free or anything of that nature here. We don't have any tribal land close enough unless I travel about 45 minutes. So I just generally, get whatever's closest available and most reasonable. Not that any of it's reasonable anymore.
Well, look. The writing on the filter changed. Now it says cigarettes repair your organs. There you go.
You know, it's been a repetitive pattern, especially with this country, of giving you the poison, promoting it, and then after they've promoted it, later on, whenever it's more in their favor and equitable, uh, it's bad for you. You know, eggs are bad for you. Bacon's bad for you.
The
You know,
shadow, the air, everything, right? Your
yeah,
reflection.
yeah, right,
It's funny.
right. So I don't pay any attention to any of that, man. I've got one life, and I'm enjoying it to the fullest, and I prefer that they just stay out of my business. But I couldn't, in American money, there's no way I'd pay $17 a pack for cigarettes. Man, that's like Al Capone prohibition type shit, you know?
That's retarded.
Yeah, people be hijacking trucks and shit, and there'd be a black market that you wouldn't believe in these states. Wow. I'm gonna look here. If I drop off, Cage, I'll be right back, but I'm gonna check and see if this showed up um, in my downloads. It's saying it did, but I'm not too sure that it did. So we'll find out here real quick. Because I was really excited about sharing this. I really was. Hmm. But things have gotten tricky anymore, so it seems that um, they're making things so simplified that it's almost complicated. There's no sound on that video. All right, I'm gonna have to wait until I can get my computer and my laptop involved in this. I appreciate that, Jeebus. Thank you very much. I'll just wait until I get on a laptop or my computer, and then I'll work with it from there. Because obviously it wasn't meant to be tonight.
This fucking thing is moving like cage. It's like, you want to hear something real? And just all silence.
Right, right. That's my tribute to Cage. I'll have to retitle it.
I'm gonna put a tribute to me. Tribute yourself. You're the fucking.
How discouraged you?
You're the person I look up to.
Oh, come on, man. I'm rotten to the core.
Perfect.
You should hear some of the things that they say about me, man. You know, come on. Um, what does it raise your taste in heroes or people that you admire?
Yeah. A hero. A hero only. A hero becomes the villain if he lives long enough. So, or it lives long enough. Right? But
Well, you
eventually.
can't have a hero without a villain.
The hero becomes the villain. The villain becomes the hero.
Well, there would be no use for a hero if there wasn't a villain. So, you know, I appreciate that, Cage. That's quite the compliment, and you know, I'll definitely appreciate that. Man, no sound on that video. That's a real ass kicker.
I think the sound's back in now. If you check, click your own link.
No, I'm talking the video that I just uploaded. The Jeebus went there and checked it out, and
Have you checked it out though? Maybe it's back now. The audio is back.
well,
Maybe if you click it, it'll be a different outcome.
nope.
Not yet.
No, I'm just going to have to redo it. It's not something that is worth panel time, and I'm sure that people would rather hear the finished product than us talking about it. So I'll take some time as soon as I get off of the panel and immediately get to work on that, and hopefully people can wake up to it tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Give them something to look forward to at least.
I need some advice, Axis. No, I don't.
What's
I don't
that,
talk
brother?
about my. I don't talk about my personal life or anything.
What's that, brother?
You know. In these, you see how it's gonna try fucking with you. Like, what do I? If you can give me any advice, what would it be? Like, what? How do I proceed?
I would proceed with an introspective examining of self, and the best way to find balance whenever we're dealing with other people or groups of people that may not seem as unwell taken as they seem to approach what you have to offer. I think that because of your ability to understand things that are esoteric natured and beyond, that you have such an in-depth look at it, that when you approach people that aren't quite there or don't understand, I think you get lost in the mix because they're not getting it. And if you could find a balance point to maybe simplify or come across more relative, I think you could reach a lot more people, Kate.
I'm not really trying to reach people though. No.
But you do. You do. Hell, you reached me,
Are you a people or a person? I mean,
I'm an individual.
you're beyond a fucking person or what people think a fucking human being is. I can reach that.
I just
It's not
a
for
conscious
everybody.
observer.
Mm-hmm.
Just a conscious observer, man. Nothing any more magnificent about me than anybody else, except that maybe I have certain learned life experiences, or I've exposed myself to things that a lot of other people would consider to be taboo. And I think I took myself a couple of times to the point of complete insanity and come back from that with my, my endeavors. And sometimes I think I
And you know
did.
what? Like I can't blame you for what you do. I know what you're doing. I'm not even joking. I know what you're doing, and I can't really blame you for it.
Well, you have a better insight than most because with a lot of people, I am really not well received, and I can't I really can't blame them because I mean if you were walking down the street and you seen some guy that was some kind of shade of purple and just completely abstract in their appearance, you're going to be a little set off by that, and you're going to find it a little hard to approach. But once it becomes a little more familiar, it just takes time. It just takes a little bit of time for people to adjust. Like I said, it took them a little over a year to start understanding the concept of, you know, the back when I was talking on even We Are Awake, about frequencies and vibrations and various energies and the hive-minded thinking of certain
You
organizations. And
hear what they did to fucking Ian?
no,
This is a long time ago. I don't even know if I should be saying this right now. Let's just say somebody like there's some people out there, and if there's good people, or whatever you want to go bad, if there's people out there trying to break out the program, they
right?
target the fuck out of them. If they can't get them, they'll go with their family. So there's this weird motherfucker out there, and they sent him a picture of his house and of like his granddaughter and him walking or something. Or not granddaughter, like me. I don't. There's some weird shit. Like there's like they drew a picture of him and like somebody he lives with, and
Really, I seen that one of the pictures that he showed me that has some pretty heavy esoteric meaning that was left with him, and I kind of decoded it for
no,
him.
no, no. But these individuals, there's something different. They were like threatening him and shit.
Really,
Remember when he got all paranoid? He's looking out the window with the gun and shit.
right, right. I do remember that. I do remember that. But I had no idea that they had went that far with it.
They went super far to the point where they're like showing him where he lives at, like his family and all that, and then putting that to him. It's like, why? Like, what the fuck? This guy never did nothing to anybody. He's like, seems like a good person. So,
I thought he had a, at the time, other than some of the group think that was coming out of at him, I, you know, I enjoyed Ian's platform, but I know that since he's come back, he has weeded his channel out of a lot of different
so
types of
he was
people.
telling me about this, and I told him, "You think they're clever or smart or whatever? Yeah, we're better." Okay, and that's why he's back. They can't
Right.
fucking. I'm like, you're.
Well, I knew he would come back. I had no doubt about that. And there were certain times that I was able to communicate with Ian before he did come back. And, I was grateful and happy to see him back. Um, hopefully he gets across his message the way that he wants to without all the resistance, and especially the people that were, when he wasn't there to
I
defend
don't really think
himself.
like he has a message really. Like I think he's just trying to talk to people, and trying to get like a understanding or something.
I don't know. I kind of think the parasite thing is a message. You don't think
That
so?
one, yeah, that is, yeah.
Yeah,
Now it's different.
yeah. I really think that parasite thing that he's dealing with, and he's trying to make people aware of. I really think there's some value in that. It beats it kind of beats the mundane AI, or the programming, or this, that, or another. He's actually taking on a physical and a very practical approach, but also as long as he doesn't cross the line and start eliminating, parasites that are necessary for the body to function, clean itself, and maintain a healthy state of being. As long as he doesn't cross that line, I don't see that he's doing anything but beneficial work. So, hopefully he gets whatever it is that he's got weighing on him out, and hopefully he does some type of maybe beneficial, advantageous information that gives somebody the ability to help themselves. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I didn't know, Cage. When it goes deadly silent, I don't know if I went mute or dropped off or know exactly what's going on, but
the program people have is crazy. Okay, for example, with like family members here, like, yeah, come over here or try helping, and they keep calling my name, calling my name, calling my name. I leave for 3 seconds, and then I go and look in their eyes. They're like, "Why are you grilling me? Why are you grilling me? Why are you torturing me?"
really.
For no reason. For my mom, she's like trying to tell me I'm that. I'm like, she's like, Mom. I'm like, Mom, why can't you relax? She's like, I can't do this, can't do that, I can't. I'm like, yeah, you can. And like, I'm gonna have an argument all day about but I can't. Someone telling me they can't, I'm like, yeah, you can. It's up to you. But it's just fucking crazy.
So you're being you're being positive reinforcement then. There's nothing wrong with that.
And they hate it. It's like, what? It's like, no, shut up. I don't want to hear it. All right, so you want to live in your fucking self-imposed cage? Go ahead. It's fucked.
Well, there's been many times that I've needed,
We got
I've
Jeebus
needed some
backstage.
support. Oh shit! Damn. I feel sorry for anybody that goes to my backstage because I'm not always coherent that they're back there. And I wish there was like a doorbell back there that they could push and say, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm here."
I was thinking about that. That would probably be a good thing they could implement, right? Like ringing the door. But then you know why they don't have that? Because there's gonna be a bunch of people coming in. If they had that, they're gonna be disrupting it. So that's probably why. Like, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, why not? Why don't they have that? Why? Because it's like an exploit. Now it's like, boo, boo, boo. They'll be there all day fucking pressing
No, that's true, and there are certain entities and people out there that would make that an annoying inconvenience. So, Jeebus, how are you today, brother?
A little bit. I don't know. I'm humbled today. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm smoking some perpetrator.
Alrighty.
I'm
Hey,
smoking on
Alright.
reality.
when you was talking about like having good ideas and shit, have you ever just had like an idea that could just make you $1 million if you just knew how to orchestrate it and put it together?
A few of them, yes.
I think I have a good one, and if you've ever heard
Well,
of
don't
anybody
mention
ever
it.
doing this,
Don't. Not
no,
over.
we won't. I'll give one for free because I don't ever plan on actually doing this. But how about like a cover your nuts condom, right? Like a condom with like a mud flap or a little shower cap at the end to cover your balls too, because you can get warts on that stuff too. No one's ever done it. It's like, why?
That.
Apparently now they have.
I hope they do. I hope it gets to someone that will actually take it seriously and do something about it. All right.
You know, sometimes Jeebus, you come off with stuff, man, that just hits me so sideways. I'm like, this guy's got such an
My condom wearing
abstract
days are
way.
over, but I mean, shit, dude. Somebody out there somewhere is gonna get fucking herpes because there's nothing to protect their balls. It'd be a favor to the world just to have that, like the Trojan bloody surfer or some shit like that. Just, yeah.
I think it would be a bonus to the world if 90% of the people just went ahead and rubbered up.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever been to? You've been to Wisconsin,
Well, it
right?
doesn't. You might as well. You might as well put the condom on your. You know, those things expand and shit. You might as well put it on your fucking head and try breathing.
Yeah, right.
Because you know, skin to skin contact, you get dealt with either way. It doesn't matter. And I'll give you a handshake.
Entry are putting like rubber glove fingers on their junk and trying to use that for condoms. Like, whoa. 50% of something's better than 100% of nothing, huh? Shit. People are running around.
Well, would you rather have the grape all to yourself? You get the grape all to yourself, or do you want a part of the watermelon?
Oh man. Hey, what he was talking about earlier,
Go ahead.
Rattblood, you know, about how, you know, how Cage said he knows what you're doing and he doesn't blame you. I know what he's talking about too, and to be honest, it's tempted me before too, right? I just feel like, you know, what if, you know, like there's people out there that have everything they want, and you wonder how did they go about getting to that point? You know, I mean, people that are literally talentless.
What if you don't want anything, and then what?
Well, there's always something that you want.
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, like me? What do I want?
For you, yeah. What do you want?
You know, a lot of things, man. I want a lot of things.
Like?
Oh, well, I mean, just off the top of my head, or what? Like,
top three.
Okay, I would like for eternal life. I would love that. I would like to be secure in knowing that I have that already. Like, there's something beyond the physical, but which I'm pretty sure there is. But I would like to be for sure, like for certain. You know.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I would. I would love to know that.
That's
an answer. I'm sure a lot of people would like that answer.
Now you're gonna see it.
Other than that, there's a lot of people I know that struggle with things that I can't comprehend how or why they struggle with these types of things. Like you were talking about, people are always saying they can't. And you're like, you don't get it, right? Because you don't have that mindset, that setback that's just gnawing at you, you know. But there are people that just have issues, man, like deep issues that I can't comprehend. And I wish that I could understand them on a better level to where I could at least give them some kind of sound advice or maybe just, you know, help them through it. It's like the thing, like your guidance counselor. You don't want it to be somebody who's never fucking, like if you're trying to get off of drugs, you don't want the guy who's never done drugs but it's got this degree in fucking drug addiction, right? You want the guy that's been through the ringer, the dude with the tattoos all over his face, who's got fucking stretch marks on his arms from all the needles he put in him, and you know, you want that guy that's been there and back, right?
Someone relatable.
I just wish that I could relate to some people that I you know, they come to me for advice, they come to me for help, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell them, right? And it seems like everybody I know does this, man. Everyone that's in my life, Sarah too, like everyone that we know, it's like we're the only people that people like think that we're like the person to call for anything, like. And I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I mean, it's a good feeling to know that people depend on you, but it is overwhelming at times, and especially when you don't know how to help them with the thing they need help with, such as the types of advice that they need, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you're good if you know you depend on yourself, and you're fine.
Right.
That's where, Jeebus, if there's any help to you, I will, before I go to sleep, and during the course of during the course of my active day, I will open myself up and quiet down. That, and when I ask for a resolution, an answer, a solution, or some type of assistance, you know, it may take a day or two, but the more still I get, and the more that I remove the garbage from my mind, generally out of the blue, when I least expect it, bam, there it is. And, you know, I don't know if it'll help you, but generally that's how it happens for me.
Yeah. The way that I typically do that, as far as removing the garbage and just kind of blowing off the stress and shit, it's like it's the mask of humor, you know. Just kind
Right.
of goof around, make people. Typically, when people around me laugh or they're having, when they're having a laugh, mate, it's like it makes me feel good. So it's something I do for myself, but also, it rubs off. Kind of makes the environment around me, easier to cope with. I'm not a people pleaser by any means. I do, try to help people and stuff, but I know the word no and I use it quite often. Some people
That's a
can't.
very powerful tool.
Oh man, it can be. Yeah, you know what?
It's
It
about
can go
boundaries,
both
right?
ways too, right? It could have a positive or negative effect. Like you could give that word power over you if you're not careful too, or or you can charge it with your own power and give it power of yours.
Look at the
That's
screen.
That's cool.
My family over here, it's a good shepherd, faith in people, and it's like a bag they give out to people, and you know, we donate over. We're in the soup kitchen for the hungry.
That's
Good
what's up.
shepherd, faith in people.
Is this you're by family? You mean like the Blue Lodge, the those people? Or
No,
just
no.
curious. Okay, right on.
Chivas, I'm going to remind me before you go. I'm going to drop my personal number in the back so
Yeah,
that anytime that you want to or feel like, even you, Cage, um, getting in touch with me, because all the research and the work I've done with the cult of Axis and influencing the field, I think some of that research would be very beneficial to you to achieving that which you are kind of seeking. Well, not kind of, what you stated you were seeking.
yeah. Like I was talking about work, like the word no and shit. How you give power to work and stuff. I'm a strong believer in that. Right. I have this. I wouldn't call it an altar, but I have this, spot in my room that designated for all my cool shit.
A
Stones, candles.
sacred
What?
spot.
Yeah, it's that spot, right? I got a
Yeah.
couple of dear friends' ashes there, but around it, I have all these little stones. Like they're called worry stones. They're made of different minerals, different crystals and stuff, and they have words on them. They're all positive words, right? So when I walk past this, every time I look at it, I see these positive words and they resonate. Kind of just keeps those words in the back of my head.
Well, it's symbology of what you're trying to manifest within yourself, and kind of remind you that this is a part of you, and this is an extension of you. It's energy. Really, it boils down to a form of that has a certain energy to you that you can resonate with to put you in a state that you're familiar with. There's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot more people should have sacred things.
Yeah, man. But yeah, there's a few things that yeah, man, definitely share your number because there's a few things that I'd like to share with you. That I'm not too good with the whole email thing, and besides that, it says I don't have enough space to send it. I'm not paying money for fucking internet space.
I got you, brother. No, I feel close enough to you in cases that I don't mind that at all.
I mean, I've had Ian's number. I've had OTW's number. That's a funny story too because when Ian kind of just dropped off, I figured it was something personal, but we were genuinely worried. Like, did he let the fucking trolls run him off, or did he actually let that shit crawl under his skin, or was there something going on that maybe he needed somebody to talk to? Because people do. Uh,
I tried to reinforce. Well, one, I tried to defend him when he wasn't there, and
I saw that.
secondly is I tried to let everybody know he just needed his space. You know, he had a lot on his plate. And he dealt with it. And when he dealt with it, he came right back. And I was fortunate enough to, on occasion, have communication with him. That was I was very honored to have that.
Yeah, those are cool.
Which I think, Jesus, that's how we kind of
Yeah, that's how I found you.
come to, yeah, we come to be that way. But I was going to give you the receipt. Actually, I was pretty perturbed, but I wasn't in a very good place, and I was going to release 2.5 years of emails or texts, personal texts. Better judgment stopped me to give receipts, but I'm glad I didn't do it. Now I can look back and say, yeah, that would have been a really dirty move.
Yeah, we could put everyone in the bag. It's Good Shepherd. Look at the logo. Look it up. Toronto. Faith in people. This is how I had to put my community service hours in first for high school.
Hey,
And
Gage, I've seen that logo before on like grocery bags, like on these cloth grocery bags. Here actually at we used to help. My mom goes to church in a little neighboring town,
go
and
get
the
some sleep.
pastor
It's
there, he's actually
2:30 in the morning.
oh yeah.
You want more?
So the pastor at this church he's a really good friend of mine. I talked to him about a lot of stuff, like UFOs and shit like that. Not sure if I share his beliefs or, it's certainly possible. But it seems like, a lot of Christian people, they tend to revolve everything around the Bible. And so it's like, it's always, oh, they're demonic, and maybe they are, but we certainly see a lot of that shit here. And I know, Cage, you've said the same thing. You've showed me some pictures and videos, but here lately it's just been quiet. And I hear a lot of things on YouTube and around the internet, a lot of sightings elsewhere, but it was a really hot zone here for a while, and it's just pretty much stopped. Haven't really seen anything crazy lately. It's been a few months.
I'm getting ready. I'm working right now. I'm sorry, Jeebus. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm putting my number in the back chat right now.
I'll grab that real quick.
Yeah, it'll take me a second here.
I forget about the back chat a lot. People will just be talking away back here, and I'm just like, I forgot it was even there.
Yeah, I try not to use it because I feel that it is insultive, because it feels to me like you're talking behind someone's back unless it's an exchange of private information that is valuable. I've seen a lot of people use the back chat to do less than positive things.
Not me.
Might as well look eye to eye and look at the reflection.
All right. You guys are going to have to let me know if you got that.
Oh yeah, that's it. Let's see if I can
Good
copy.
deal.
Well, I do remember once, Access, like, you're like, oh, can you guys send some encouragement to a number? I did, and you asked me, can you do it? It's not a real number. Yeah, you sent it. We've lost access. Be back in a minute. Mike's working again. I can hear you.
Yeah, it makes 3 times I've booted myself tonight. If I can do it one more, I got a quarter of a dozen. Did Jeebus leave? Oh, he says I'm back today. Oh, I guess
Someone's going on.
yeah.
Everyone's getting fucking kicked off. And I should have muted. Unfortunately, I didn't mute and you heard me say a word.
I think I did that on
Wow.
accident. I was trying to turn the avatar, the cam off. I was going to show you a picture real quick. So if you can see this here, look who I found in Wisconsin. Yeah, it is. I don't know if you can see it.
Who the fuck is this individual?
It's fucking Elvis Presley, dude. Oh, the thing went dead. Bro, that's weird. As soon as I started showing the picture, the tablet just turned off on me. It's not even dead. It's like,
I wonder why. Everyone's fucking glitching out, fucking up.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they want to catch us night owls because we're generally the ones that have a little bit more awareness in the evening. So they got to put a stop
Owls?
to us. Night owls.
Okay.
We kind of dance to a different rhythm, different circadian rhythm.
Bro, this dude talked like Elvis. He had the same like sunglasses with the. I think he was like a big Elvis fan or something, but he didn't deny. I just ran up to the dude, and I met some Buddhist monks in the same town where I was there, where I met him.
Wow.
It was like
What do
right
you
out.
guys? What do you guys think about this bag? Talking owl talk.
Oh, that's cool. That's creepy.
Yeah, he keeps. I noticed Cage keeps a lot of bizarre and unusual artifacts around him.
Well, it's because I'm at my mom's house right now. Like, I had to go take care of her and shit. Going through a sickness for now, but it's been healed. And she's obsessed with owls. And it's only because I said, like, oh, Mom, if you were an animal, I'd call you an owl. Like the owl's like the teacher and shit.
Spirit guide.
Yeah.
That's weird. Hey man,
They're not my artifacts.
This is a brand new tablet. I just got it like 3 days ago, and it's charged all the way up. As soon as I showed a picture of fucking the dude that looks like Elvis, it just like I don't know, it froze up. It doesn't work now. There's probably a reset button on this one. Try that. You got to take the cover off and all. Take this off first. Anyway, fucking Elvis broke my tablet.
Elvis broke my tablet.
Step on his blue suede shoes.
Yeah.
What, you're gonna sit on the toilet and have a heart attack while you're eating a fucking peanut butter and banana sandwich or something? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, hey.
It's like in Forrest Gump and shit. You remember?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. Well, Nashville, a couple honeys, a little Junebug, man. Well, look out, man! There it is coming at you. It's called karate. Well, if you kind of know it. Chinese and the King. One of those things.
The king of what? He's like a little low-level demon. It's fine.
He copied all the fucking Chuck Berry's music. Crazy.
You really think he did that?
Oh, no doubt. Chuck Berry was the original king of rock and roll. Elvis just kind of bleached it down a little bit for the segregated crowds, so they wouldn't have to sneak out to the shows and whatnot. You know, it was a thing, man. White kids were like ashamed to be found at concerts and stuff, and their parents, it was a definite thing. People drank out of separate water fountains. Fucking crazy, man. We're supposed to be the most intelligent, It's like, what?
All right, gentlemen. I think I actually got music to this time. This will be an interesting thing to see if it actually does something besides glitch or throw me for a loop or just completely drive me insane.
These cocksuckers and shit. Hell's Angels, eh? You think you can get away with it? Watch.
What are you talking about, Cage?
People fucking with my family, and it is deep. I shouldn't even talk about it online. I can't. But yeah,
Okay, no
Angels,
politics online, man. Not
right.
not where they're concerned, brother.
Yeah, that's too much, right?
Yeah,
but
I brushed way too close to that.
Real. What about Roadrunner, Satan's Choice? Fuck off. Yeah, I'll show you fucking the devil if you really want to see it.
Yeah, I stay away from any type of those type of politics, especially under the circumstances that my son is, and I don't know. I do know that I was turned in twice to the internet. One was for port sniffing, and one was for frequency.
All right, but gave these. Okay, you know what happened? Okay, I'll say it kind of like in a way where I'm, good. So no, it has nothing to do with any group or anything. But I gave people something. They didn't pay me. They thought they could rob me. So I took their shit. Okay. So you think you can rob me and not fucking pay or not have a good exchange? And you think I'm gonna fucking sit there and allow it to happen?
Canadian mob boss.
All right,
I got it.
And now I'm taking all of your shit. I'm not even joking.
I don't think he thinks you're joking. I think it's just that the comedy behind him hearing these emotions coming out of you, because you're usually pretty well.
The king. I know. I'm going because I hide it.
Right.
It's fine.
Yeah, and I'm not judging you by Cage. I mean, if it's a serious enough situation, I can't say that I wouldn't, under a certain circumstance, go in and deplete a motherfucker if they'd really crossed me to the point where they deserved it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let them know that,
Give
you're
me
not
an
ever going to do
excuse.
this
Let me
again.
justify it.
Hey, Cage, no one
It's
on this
fine.
panel's above it, brother. I caught a fucking assault charge in prison over 50 cents. I shit you not. I did my last 6 months in the hole.
So what? I don't care. You could be in prison. You could be in fucking Cuba.
Yeah,
it's $1 million.
Cents,
it doesn't matter.
It's not about the money.
It's a principle of the matter.
It's not about the money.
It's a principle of it.
That someone thought you were soft enough to just take from you.
That's why I'm trying to teach my son. What he's got 3 months in county, and I was trying to inform him how to get by in the state mental facility, and if the worst comes to worst, how to walk that walk inside. You know what I mean?
Just tell him don't walk around with his head down ever.
Right. because he's as green as they come, man. You know, he hadn't even spent a day in jail in this hitting.
The main thing though is to stay out of the deep shit, is to stay away from the groups, the gangs. They'll be waiting on you when you get there, especially if you know people from your hometown. You might even know they're in prison, but damn sure they know you're coming the day you get there. They'll have the list of people that are riding with.
It goes beyond that. It's top level shit.
Yeah. They'll be waiting on you in the yard. Like when you carry your mattress across the whole yard, you know, it's like a fucking humiliation ritual, right? Dragging your shit across. Everyone's
I
at
was
the
lucky.
like staring at you. Hey man, I know you, and they'll try to get you to click up. And
But
the
what
people
kind
that
of human? They think it's fucking funny. Fuck around,
yeah,
you're gonna find out. You put the damn nickel in the thing, you're gonna have to do the dance. I don't care who you are or what
look,
you think you
look,
are,
here's
what group you're in.
look. I
That's
spent
it.
my first 2 weeks, Cage, just watching. Right, just I sat back and I just observed everybody in the block, who's doing what, who knows who. And I saw another guy that came in with me, and he was a younger dude, white kid. These black dudes approached him. They were Bloods. They appeared to be normal dudes, but they were gay, right? So they approach him and they say some stupid line to him, like "Show me your dick" or "Show me your feet" or some shit like that. And the kid starts taking off his shoes, right? I'm like, whoa.
Oh, I'm gonna show
Oh,
you. I'm gonna show you the mirror, and then I'm gonna break it and cut your fucking
So
face
listen,
off with the
man, here's
mirror.
what
Like, what?
happens.
What are you talking about? Show me
It's
what?
a young white kid, and he's never been locked up. These AB types, these Aryans, they approach this.
whoa! Careful! I was housed with 3 ABs.
So check it out. So these AB types, right? And they approach him and they're like, look, man, we'll look out for you. We'll protect you. They offered him some kind of protection. And I watched these fools go after the kid paid them for protection. I watched them go pay the two guys off that approached him. Like it was a fucking setup. It was all they extorted the dude, right?
Well, he
Yeah,
wasn't
because
true to the 1488. That's why.
yeah,
He
hurt
probably didn't
people
even know
hurt
what the
people.
1488 was. So
Well, part of the
he was
guys
just
that I
fish.
was in Ross. This was RCI. Actually, National Geographic did a story on it while I was there. I got there while they were doing the story, and one of my really good friends got stabbed to death, and they got it on. It's on the freaking documentary. It's called
Oh man.
Well,
National
people
Geographic.
tried doing that shit to me too. I got stabbed on my birthday.
It's National Geographic. Actually, I got your number, dude. I'll share the link with you,
And
Rattblood.
you know what's funny? I disarmed them and I took that fucking blade and I let them go. And you know what? Even though, yeah, I had the gun pointed to my fucking face and I just laughed at them. And I'm like, yeah, you go and do me the favor and pull that fucking trigger and watch what happens to everybody. Your whole reality. You're done. And I just laughed at them, died of laughter, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't fucking do it. They couldn't even pull the trigger.
If they were gonna do it, they would have done it the minute they pulled it out. That's what I've learned.
That's what I mean. And I allowed you to fucking point that at me. Okay.
That's pretty brazen.
Yeah. I've had a gun pointed at my face too. I got robbed. My daughter was like six months old.
I never got robbed. I've never been robbed before. They
Oh,
can
I've
never
been
rob
robbed.
me. That's the funny part.
I
And
got
and
robbed
I,
by
I'm like, yeah, you pull that shit out on me. They should have killed me when they had the chance. I'm not even joking. You
he was
pull
getting
that shit on me, you better
on a
squeeze that and have really good aim. I'm
month-old
not even
daughter.
joking.
So I was like, I used to deal pot back when I was like in my early 20s, and I had some of the best weed around. No one had weed like this. Only one dude, other than
But
me.
these top level guys. Obviously, if it's the guys we're talking about, I don't want to name names or HA, whatever. And I'm saying, obviously, these guys, yeah, I would have been dealt with. But these are just like low level street fucking kids
Yeah.
trying to act tough, and it was my own fault, really. Like literally, what happened was the guy owed me money, so I went over there, my birthday, and he's like, "Oh." We went over there. I'm like, okay, you owe me money, right? They've owed me money for months and months and months. Not money, well, they owe me something. Like I gave you something, I don't get what you agreed to give me back. So I was sitting there. I'm in the house. I'm in the house, their house, And they're like, no, we're not gonna. He's like, no, I'm not gonna give it to you. Like you're a pussy kind of thing. So I beat the living fuck out of him in his own house, and his friends had to do something because I would have killed them. So it's not even their fault. They had to do something, and you can't stop me. So it's like, yeah, you need all your friends and a fucking weapon and a knife, and I'll still laugh in your face, and you can't even pull the trigger because you know what's gonna happen to you. Well, anyways, that's too much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's those are personal endeavors, and I think that between Cage, Jeebus, and myself, we've probably encountered some of the worst and most atrocious excuses for humans that one could encounter.
It was my fault though. Like I was literally like throwing this guy through walls, like beating the fuck out of him in his own home in front of all his friends, and they had to step in and do something because I wanted to stop. So they needed to do something. I snapped. I went off. I'm sorry. And you know what they said? Oh, they're like, oh, Cage, I hope it's not a problem after. Da, da, da. They're all crying. They're like, please, Cage, please, please. Like, so I allowed them because they went and changed up their lives. They went and made one of them. They went and made a family. Starts going to fucking, starts having a structure and like completely changed. And it's like, ugh, got completely out of it. And now everybody's hiding, 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 hiding. Where's Waldo? I found him. But I'm not gonna fucking deal with them because like he's like calling me. He's like, "Go Cage." I was like, I call him. I'm like, you have to fucking come talk to me if you're smart. So I'm like, okay. So I call him, and he's like, "Oh, please, Cage, please, please, da 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 da. Like, are you gonna do something to me? Are you gonna do something to me?" I'm like, "Are you fucking stupid? You think if I was gonna do something to you, I'm not gonna give you a fucking phone call, fucking idiot." But they changed their shit, so I forgave them. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
like a dude that rips you off, but he thinks that if he fights you, like if you come to him and you try to get your money and it turns into a fight, they think the fight is the payment. Like they don't owe you anymore because you whipped their ass. It's like, no,
oh
dude.
hell no,
Oh, man.
no, 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 no,
I don't
no,
even
hell
have to
no.
use a weapon. I'll use my bare hands, okay? But yeah, they pulled a knife on me, and yeah, I grabbed the shit. I cut my hands a few times, and sliced up my fucking. But I took it away.
Well, I'm just glad you survived, Cage. Otherwise we wouldn't be having these moments right now.
Truth.
And
And it's like the older I
I
get,
die every day, and I
the
come back.
more I think about shit before I do it. When I was younger, I don't know, man. You're probably a lot younger than me, Cage. Were you like in your 20s, late 20s? But man, I really I'm not, I ain't got it like I used to, and I'm just the crazy just kind of goes away little by little the older I get. People to where the point to where people's like the TJ I used to know would never put up with that or some shit like that, right? It's like an old soul in a new world. It's like living around a bunch of clowns.
I lost a lot of my desire to endeavor in such things as the older I got, and after my kids were raised, and I lived out as a nomad for a while, and I didn't
You know,
develop
you know about the nomads. You know about the filthy few. Come on,
no, I'm talking to nomad. I'm talking in my
yeah,
truck.
nomad.
Okay, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
traveled coast to coast and lived in my camper truck. Not the other type of nomad.
So you're hip to the Rainbow Tribe then?
Yeah, I've been
But but but, but
to.
didn't you say that earlier, right? Like I'm filthy, Cage. I'm fucking filthy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm inherently, as every other human, capable of atrocity. It's whether I act on them or not. Am I capable of them? I think everybody is. Can you lose
Beyond
your
acting.
ability to restrain it? Sure, you can. And some people just endeavor in it because they enjoy it.
Yeah, and then some people get themselves in a world of shit by letting other people put the screws to
Can
it.
you private this chat after, please, access if that's possible?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've got a couple of videos I've got to edit because of one that me and Jeebus was just on, because there was some personal information that was brought out that I didn't feel and the other party didn't feel comfortable with. So, I will respect that completely. That is not a problem. And when I get a chance, I'll edit these and the parts out that are kind of more personal and just leave the information and the grit behind.
Good stuff.
But know that you're always free to be you here. I am, who am I to judge? I've probably done worse or, even more bizarre or abstract than a lot of people. So, please know that if any time you express yourself and you don't feel comfortable, to just let me know. So that way, at least I have the heads up to edit it from the stream.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but Cage seems like the type of dude like you'd want to have on your side. Like, not as far as like fighting and all this shit, but I hear a lot of people say on this one guy's channel, like, "Oh, I'd love to be in jail with that guy," or something like, "What, dude?" But no, I mean, just that I bet he's got some people that look up to him in his life somewhere. That, even as a young guy, he probably does a lot to help people around him. I just
I
get that kind of.
guarantee you. I guarantee.
What else am I gonna do? Like, what the fuck?
Most people are tangled
gentlemen,
up in their own shit, and they just don't got time for other people. And I think social media in that aspect is just fucked out of that. I didn't have
You got all the time in the world, really.
just because, man, I get tired of just people pretending to be what they're not, and just I can't deal with the fakery. It's hard, man, for me. I'm too outspoken. I tell people how it is. I call it like I see it a lot.
Yeah, go imagine in real life. Go look in their eyes, and never mind. They would never be like on YouTube. Ooh, people talking nonsense, trying to put the people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's have everybody in the same room. We'll all sit around the fucking table, and we'll see we'll see how that works out.
Yeah. Yeah, gentlemen, I believe once this uploads, you will be able to hear the premiere of my new song.
So let's hear it.
Yeah, I made sure. Okay. Make sure that it.
It's funny. They tried stabbing me and all that, and I blocked it. Every single fucking thing, I blocked it. You only hit the arm.
Hey, Cage, I had a guy one time approach me and a buddy of mine. I didn't know this guy from Adam. I'm really good friends with him now, right? And he came up to a guy I was hanging out with, and I was messed up. I took a handful of Ambiens. It's probably like 17. That's one of them, yeah. And he came up to the dude I was with. The guy's name was Jerry. He's like talking shit to him, whatever. I'm like, "Hey man, we're having a fucking conversation. Can you back off?" He was like, "I'll beat both your fucking asses." And I was like,
Oh.
let's go. Take it to the alley, right? We just had this little cruise line thing.
Oh yeah, you better have a fucking good reason for that in self-defense. You know.
I went to the alley and we were surrounded by people that just wanted to see people fight. And I'm looking for my buddy, and he was long gone. It was just me and this dude. And I was so fucked up. I swung a punch at him and almost fell into him. And the guy thought he was beating my head off of a brick wall. I had my arm there, right?
Yeah. The guy
was
that was
beating
supposed
my
to be
head
my
off
friend.
of my arm.
The guy that was supposed to be my friend, he ran away.
Yeah, same happened here. He took off.
You know what I mean?
I was like, "Oh, you're gonna take both of us? Let's go, dude!" I thought, fuck, might be a good one.
Happy fucking birthday.
That's cool.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I got the premiere here. It's 2 minutes and 58 seconds. And if you guys don't mind lending me your ears for a moment, this is the premiere of the song that I've been working on for the last
I
couple
love
of
to
days.
hear the lyrics.
Yeah, so I wake up this morning and I see a message, and it's Access Rattblood. Are you here, Rattblood?
That's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna have to put this on my TV. I'm gonna mute up.
And then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood, I see. All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about it.
And then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access.
Are you here, Rattblood?
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood, most abundant and successful king hero that we are all experiencing at this very moment. Are you willing to accept that as a truth? That you are a worthy man and that your penis is okay?
All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now.
Last level, final boss.
Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood?
Who the fuck is
that? Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood, bitch.
All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about it.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
That was the best song I've ever heard ever. That was great.
Hey, I don't know. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that. Did you have like another version of it that wasn't cleaned up that was on your channel or something?
That's a new input.
Maybe it was just the same clips that he put in there. I might just have remembered that.
No, that's new. That's different. But no, it's old, really. Axis, well done. Can we play it again? Actually, I want to pump. I need that link, man. I want to fucking be playing that shit when I'm out there. Fuck.
It's pretty good, man. I don't know how to do it, but I'd like to send you some just some little melodies and some stuff that I play on the keyboard. See if you can make something out of them.
You're a talented artist, Rattblood. Well done.
Very good. Very good.
And look, he's muted. You're muted, by the way, Axis, because you were probably trying to get some more music, right? But here, add this into it.
Okay.
Final boss,
Okay.
last level. Final boss, last level. You can't face me. Put that in there.
I almost feel like that would be plagiarism against a certain channel, but I'm going to put the link to the video in the in the chat. No, if I did that, then I would be entirely too closely.
I'm getting paranoid.
mimicking.
What should I do with them? I'm getting paranoid. What should I do with them?
I've got a couple others I'm actually working on because I'd like to get at least maybe 7, 8 new songs out there.
That was a
and
great
I've got
one, man.
I got foundation for some new songs, so just a matter of time. It takes time to make something worth listening to. I don't want to piss too many people off.
How was that pissing
because
people off? That's fucking awesome. I don't know who else you threw in there. I heard myself in there though, which I loved. I don't know about the other people. That's great.
some people get their fillers. They don't take it as being satirical. They really take that shit as kind of a personal attack on them. When that's not my intent. That's no, it's not what I'm
The intent
for.
is making good music.
Yeah, relative. I mean, shit. They got their they got their name or their voice in a cut of music.
Bro, next time I go
that.
live, I'm gonna put that shit on repeat. Next time I go live, and just play it over and over and over and over. Like 12 hours is just the same song.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Some people just by the nature of listening to them, or some of the bizarre, just random things that come out of their mouth, and inspire me to put together some type of musical collage. Because I'm like, I can't believe that come out of his mouth. I've got to put that to music. Now I'm having. I truly almost believe that since last week when I had that one really powerful stream, that they have been absolutely giving me 9 kinds of unmerciful hell. I'm not saying I'm the most tech savvy, but I know my shit ain't that bad.
No, it's really good, man. Did you ever receive any comments on your channel from a friend of mine? I sent him to your channel because he does similar music. He had it's Greater Than One Productions now. He had one before called Absinthe Overdose.
No, they never. No.
I told him to leave
I
at all. I'll share his link with you and let you check him out and see if. Yeah, because
Yeah, I'd
it's
appreciate that.
really cool though. And I've listened to a lot of your older stuff too, a little darker
Oh yeah,
imagery.
yeah. That was just.
Does the same thing. He puts the in there, and
But yeah, absolutely, man. I'm always open for even posting other people's music in Rattblood Radio and premiering them. I don't mind that.
another thing is there's a channel called Conspiracy Music. If you'd allow me to, I'll share the link to your channel with them. Of course, with your permission.
Sure.
Play it like you'll get the feedback on it and everything. So they did the same thing for him. They even played Sarah's daughter. I sent them a clip of her playing guitar and singing and stuff, and she didn't. We couldn't get the song, but she's real talented. They played it and they got a lot of positive feedback. And I recorded it and screen recorded it and sent it to her, and she fucking hated me for it. But I wanted to show her, all the positive feedback that she got, because that's what's holding her back as far as the music thing is. She's afraid to sing in front of people, but she's really good.
You got stage fright. Where's the link access?
That's what I'm trying to do right now. That's why I said I'm kind of being hassled here
What time is it right now?
I'll
what
pop
time
it.
is it?
I think
Look at the
it's
clock.
like 3
What time
o'clock.
is it?
3:03.
Yeah. Can you play it again one more time? I want to hear it again. That was great. If you can.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
So I wake up this morning and I see a message, and it's Access Rattblood. Are you here, Rattblood?
Hey, Cage, the link to that's in the chat.
And then you got like access. And then you got like access.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank
then
you.
got like access.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood, I see.
But
All
hey
these
guys,
Access
I'm gonna hit
people
the
on Twitter
sack.
get paranoid
It's good
about
talking
that.
with you guys. I didn't plan on being on here that long. I'm gonna sit back and listen and maybe fall asleep.
And then you got like
Jesus.
And then you got
Much love.
like
Take-
access.
take care of
And then you
yourself,
got
brother.
like access.
Yes, sir.
Are you here, Rattblood?
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood, most abundant and successful king hero that we are all sitting with at this very moment. Are you willing to accept that as a truth? That you are a worthy man and that your penis is okay?
All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that, man. All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that, man.
Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood?
Who the fuck is Access Rattblood?
I'm Access fucking Rattblood, bitch.
All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that, man. I don't know what to do about it.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Bro, that instrumental is a fucking banger, Rattblood. That is fucking great. Catchy, Banger.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cage. I'm glad you like that, man. That makes me feel good, brother. Hopefully,
Who was saying like who's Access Rattblood? Who was talking shit in there? That was
just different people, man. I'm not gonna call anybody out, but you know, it's a day-to-day thing with me, man. Somebody's always got some kind of less than friendly word for me, or
you're like I'm fucking Access Rattblood. You're like who's Access? That's so great, man. That's like Oscar worthy. I don't know, Grammy or whatever.
I just appreciate it when people, you know, find enjoyment or appreciate whatever I wind up putting together, and if
Did you
can
make
be
the
entertained
instrumental?
by it.
Yeah,
I've got the. Uh-oh.
No, we got two of you talking. Is that Access or Rattblood? Or is it?
Okay. I'm not.
Here's summoning demons.
Maybe. Okay, can you hear me? Whoa.
Yeah. Who's Cage? Who's Access Rattblood?
What about now? No? Still?
Yeah. No, no, we got the echo going.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, I put the link to the video in the back chat. Wow, that was
What are
weird.
you gonna name it?
I just put Rattblood on it, just to premiere it, but I may once I listen to it on YouTube and get a good feel for it, I may remaster it.
You might as well play it again, right? You have to do it 3 times.
Hey, ball Tesla. I'm curious if it's getting the very beginning of the song, because I've got Z making a statement at the very beginning of it, and I don't know if you're
I heard
hearing
my
that.
voice in it. I don't know whose voice it. I heard my
Yeah,
voice.
your voice is in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wake up this morning and I see a message, and it's Access Rattblood. Are you here, Rattblood?
Oh, that's right there.
Access Rattblood. Access Rattblood. Access Rattblood.
And then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Axis Rattblood, I see. All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about it.
And then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access, and then you got people like Access.
Are you here, Rattblood?
I'm Axis fucking Rattblood.
Axis Rattblood, most abundant and successful king hero that we are all sitting with at this very moment. Are you willing to accept that as a truth? That you are a worthy man and that your penis is okay?
All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now.
Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood?
Who the fuck is Axis Rattblood?
I'm Axis fucking Rattblood, bitch.
All these Axis people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about it.
I'm Axis fucking Rattblood.
Jeepus wants you to email his contact information. It's in the about section right there, you know. But yeah, that drum and that beat, fucking, I like it, man.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you very
You're
much.
talented. You're talented with this stuff. Some of the fucking demons spell otherwise.
Couldn't help myself. I smacked myself on the hand later. People.
fucking Access Rattblood's over here doing fucking the Abraham Mellon ritual or something, and the fucking.
Oh shit. Cage, I don't mean to disrespect me, but I got to get some rest. But it has been absolutely wonderful to spend a panel with you, brother, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. This has been some real fun, man. Some really good fun. And sometime let's stoke it up. Let's stoke it up again. Are you here? Shit,
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm always here. They kicked me off because I said Abraham Mellon ritual or something, and they didn't like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, fuck them. Anyhow, it's been great, Cage. It's been an absolute honor, and I've really enjoyed myself. And I much love to everybody who's tuned in and joined, and much love to them in the future. And Cage, you know, brother, all love to you all times.
Yep, it's an honor. Thank you for having me, bro.
Not a problem at all, Cage. I always have a place for you with me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, brother.
Yeah, you need to get some rest and shit, you know?
Yeah, I think that's where I'm headed.
All right, bro. Take care. Keep it
Alrighty.
up. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Alrighty, brother. All love and Axis out.